Niagara.
Nicaragua.
Yes, those are the falls in Canada. Anyways, now that we're done doing trivia, welcome back to the podcast, everybody. No, not back. Welcome to another CaptchaCast.
Welcome back.
That was an inside joke you just witnessed. It actually was very funny. Y'all aren't gonna know why, and I'm not even gonna say why.
It actually wasn't that funny, but what are you gonna do?
It was, but it wasn't. It will be funny just because thinking of the viewers being confused and just be like, we know what that means. Now, but anyways, welcome to another CaptchaCast. I'm here tonight with once again Travis Strom, co-host of Comedy Writer. Travis Wayne is what he
there we go.
What typed himself in on the last video, so we're gonna go with that now.
We'll edit that out.
Travis Wayne.
Yeah.
Fire Jim.
We'll edit that out. We'll be right back. We'll keep it right here. Shout out Dr. Phil. Anyways, yeah, co-host of the Comedy Writers Guild podcast, host of the Vibecast. Give it up for Travis Wayne, y'all. Thank you, non-existent audience. Thank you, Roots. And also I have here with me tonight, longtime CWG member and guy who does something that I forget on SNL, Phil Lombardo.
I do something there every once in a while.
He does something.
Yeah. I'm a background.
Thank you both
for
coming
on.
on.
I don't do anything.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, you know what's crazy? I did remember that the other day, and then I got high and forgot again. I'm sorry. It still was funnier way to introduce you anyway. I knew the whole time. I was just...
At least you didn't get hard.
Pull your leg. Who says I did? No. Fucking, yeah, dude. So, yeah, what's it like working on SNL, being an extra?
It's actually really cool watching that go down. It's an interesting process they have there, and it's like the place is like the inside of somebody's brain or something. Like it doesn't feel real there because the hallways are all packed with all of their stuff. They have all their stuff within 2 floors, I think, and it's way too much shit. They could fill up the whole building with what they do, sets and stuff. Like it's crazy. So all of it's in the hallways. And so you walk through the hallway and it's like this tunnel. It feels weird.
Well, whenever they have a host on, they always, it's sometimes like when they'll do like a skit with them, like singing a song or walking from like backstage, you can see that fucking hall. And like, I always kind of wondered if they set that up for the cameras or but you can even tell watching it like, damn, that is a crowded place to work for such like it's just New York City. That's how it is. It's crowded,
because it's not even just Saturday Night Live. Like they have like the set pieces for whatever the Tonight Show or whatever films on that floor as well.
Seth Meyers probably.
I don't remember. Our holding area is there. It's where they film the Tonight Show or whatever it is. I don't know which one. But yeah, the hallways are packed, and then there are way too many fucking people moving around. Like way too many. Like I don't understand the process enough to say it's right or wrong, but I think they could do it with less fucking people. It's crazy because there's a chaos that like I think maybe at first this chaos was necessary, and then they kept it up, and now it's not doing anything, and it's just grown. And
SNL, hold on, SNL at this point, it's not exactly not a government job.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding.
That's what it feels. But that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like in there. That's funny you say that because that's exactly what it feels like walking around in that
maybe not
fucking
this particular
hallway.
Government.
It feels like you're in a fucking in a busy office in like the most in like the darkest corner of the government.
Were you there? You pretty much are. You pretty much are. Trump's hosted. Hillary Clinton's been on there. Like, yeah, dude. That's
Are you trying to say? Hold on now. Are you trying to say that Saturday Night Live has a message here? I don't think so.
Never.
Okay.
I would never.
They're just comedy. Okay. They're just comedy.
Anything, I think they're too conservative.
They're just here for the laughs. The lols.
No. Were you there when they made Cam Patterson fucking do the fucking hair sketch or whatever he was doing?
No. So
bang song. That's what it was.
I didn't see him there at all. But
It
he
wasn't you. You didn't have the lights turned off, did you? Damn, that's fucked up. All right, sorry.
no, I
We're
didn't
having
see him
fun.
there at all. But I don't I don't know. I don't think I should uh, talk about that because like
Oh,
I don't know. I don't.
I was just joking.
No,
He's been
no.
in some good sketches.
It's a weird thing about him working there. It's just I feel like people talked a lot of shit for like multiple reasons for him going there, and like who wouldn't take that paycheck first of all.
Oh, absolutely.
Second of
Yeah, I
all,
talk
it's
a lot of
Saturday
shit
Night
about
Live. Like
SNL.
he grew up watching it and shit. Like who wouldn't take
Right.
that job? You know.
Yeah.
And third of all, it's a gig. You got a gig.
Yeah,
Who wouldn't take a
absolutely.
gig?
But I,
You're trying to do
yeah,
something. Like,
yeah,
but on top
yeah,
of all of that, my
yeah.
opinion is that he shouldn't be there. Because he's not fucking funny enough. He's not.
Really
He's
interesting.
goofy. Yeah, he's goofy and
Yeah,
he is funny,
because
but he's
the
not Saturday Night Live material. He's not a. In my
I don't know
opinion,
about if I would
like
say
I
it
don't
like
know what
that.
I'm
Yeah, I
talking
think
about.
his styles. I think his style's very different. I think it's like he
Yeah,
would be great in like
he's great on stage, but he's
he'd
not
be
out
great in
on
like a
sketch comedy. Like,
he'd be great in like a Wayans Brothers movie, or it don't even have to be something black, like a movie with Kevin Hart in it. Same vibe though. That is, I mean that's black, but
I
any sort
feel
of
like
comedy like Will Ferrell movie, like he's
yeah,
great
yeah,
on
but it would have to
stage.
be those kind of movies. I don't think he would be good in a regular kind of like a
He's not
serious.
good. He's not
I
great
don't
on the
know.
liberal white show because like had a whole that was his whole set on Kill
He
Tony that one
sticks
night
out
about
on.
how like well he doesn't
He
get any of the
what was it?
references and they don't get any of his references like they're
Oh
two
well,
completely it's so and it does kind of
yeah,
make
he
it
sticks out
cool.
like a sore
It's
thumb
kind of
there. It's weird. It's a
well it's kind of
weird
cool to watch
placement
those
him
two
there.
cultures. Well, because like New York City or at least SNL specifically is a place where it's like you've got to respect. I would assume I don't work there, right? But it seems like the message they seem to put out is like you better respect people's pronouns. You better be politically correct. Like you better not say. I'm not even saying fully. They've gotten better on that in recent years, but like it's still
No, they're like
kind
that
of
though. Yeah,
that yeah. And so
yeah,
and
to
Cam
a
comes
certain
from a
degree.
culture where he's like, what the fuck? Why is that dude saying he's a chick?
Yeah, but
He got a dick.
that's
Like,
why they hired him. See, because
right.
they're trying to do what you're saying, and
Yep.
he's a golden ticket in that respect because
Having
he's the
Shane
opposite.
host was
He's
huge.
this other
Ha-
thing. You know,
Yeah.
he's
Having
from that
Shane
other world
host
too. He's
was
from the
awesome.
fucking Tony. I'm sorry, we have a delay. I
Yeah,
think I keep
no, you're
talking over
right.
you.
I'm sorry. You're good. It happens.
Um,
But yeah, you're right. I'm agreed with you.
yeah, it's
You
a
can
weird thing
finish.
though. It's a I don't know. He again like he's so funny, and like that's why I hesitated to even say anything about it because it's like he is so funny to hire him. I feel bad for him in this instance because I feel like he's
There
being
were a
used.
couple. There were
I
a
feel like
couple of
he's
really,
being
really good
as a tool.
sketches with
Like
him. Although it wasn't even sketches so much as just his Weekend Update characters have been pretty good.
oh
I
yeah,
can't remember the one that was really funny that I was laughing at. I can't remember who he was impersonating, but it
now
was
you know
oh, it
what
was Mike. It was Michael Irvin. His Michael
you,
Irvin dude killed me. That shit was hilarious.
you know what's funny. I didn't think about this until you just said this. He could do Weekend Update. he could
Yeah.
he could probably kill Weekend Update. Actually, he could probably
Ah,
fuck it up. He could
he'd
because
be a great
he
co-host on it. I don't know
no,
if he
I
could
think
do it
he
by
no
himself as
no
well.
no no if he
You
no
think?
if he
All
did
right.
no dude if he did Weekend Update he would have to be alone because his co-host is the audience or the guy
I will.
off camera who that he looks at like the fuck like his co-host is the ethereal. He is a ball of fire, that dude, and he doesn't need a co-host. Not for that.
I will
Like
say. Yeah,
he
I
he
agree.
he would play the good side character on that show. I haven't seen him do what you're talking about. I'm sure he's great
I
at it.
agree.
But if he hosted, I think he
I
would
don't know.
kill it. I don't know.
I don't know that he could. I just don't know. He's not a great like reading a joke word for word off a teleprompter kind of guy. He's a
That's why
more
he would
like
do good.
kind of make it up on the fly. Maybe it would be new. But either
That's
way,
why he would do
was
good.
going to say also Michael Che. As much as sometimes SNL it ebbs and flows, and it always has. Sometimes it's funnier than it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's less funny, and it goes back and forth. But people who remain consistent for sure on there, Colin Jost and Michael Che, fucking hilarious. Michael
Yeah.
Che was a little fucking gay about the roast. What I still don't know if he was joking about that or not, but it's just weird that he's friends with the Legion of Skanks guys and with Shane. I would assume because they're all New York comics that hung out together. And like you would, and then for him to be like, "Oh, being racist or whatever," like, shut up, dude. You know they're just trying to be funny. But he might have just been joking the whole time. I don't know.
you keep talking about it like they have some kind of fucking message or or signal they're trying to send us. That's just rude, bro. I don't like it. I don't like the fact that you're trying to,
It-
I work for
I
these
would,
people, okay?
I would never imply there's a side they want you to vote for or anything like that. No,
So,
no,
but
it's
it's
SNL
interesting.
is awesome.
Michael
It is.
Shea and Colin Jost, they couldn't host alone. They each one of
I
them
agree with
need a
that.
co-host.
They play
They're
off each other. Yep, I agree
hilarious
with
and
that.
they're great writers. Like they write for the show and they're awesome at what they do. I don't
Yeah.
think they could host
I'm just
that
imagining
sketch
Cam
alone.
hosting it now.
No, and he would
No,
be
a
great because
plane
you know what?
crashed yesterday.
He
That
he
shit
would be
was crazy,
closer.
dog. It was
Yeah,
flying, then it's down. It
it,
crashed.
it would
What
work,
else
dude. He
happened?
would be
Trump
closer
said
to
some
like
crazy shit.
yeah, he'd be closer to like Norm Macdonald. Like you said,
I
like
don't.
he
Yeah, he
wouldn't be
would.
going with the ticket. He would be going off the ticket, and
Norm. He
that
would
would be
be.
great.
He would be. He would be Norm Black Donald. But Travis, I'd
Norm
like. I don't think
Macdonald.
you've gotten a word in the whole time since we've been in here. What are you thinking, brother, about anything?
I have
Say
What do you
some
never
think
words
about
for us.
anything?
seen a full episode of SNL in my life, so I don't really. I don't know. I've been more of a Mad TV
Really?
fan. Yeah, I think they churned out more
That's
stars.
Matt TV's great. Matt TV's. Oh, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Of course, you're
Better
a Mad
stars,
TV
maybe,
fucking guy.
Or I
but
would say that
the
Mad
number of
TV.
stars SNL's produced
I would
is
say
crazy.
that Mad TV has turned out like a higher concentration of stars because there's so many SNL cast members who just kind of got on there and then you never hear about them again. Whereas Mad TV, like you know about like at least half of
Yeah, but
them, like Key and Peele
there's
and
also a
Bobby
lot of
Lee and fucking
right.
Alex
I
Borstein.
I don't
Los
I don't think you're right about that.
Sasso.
I don't think you're
I
right
don't
about
either
that.
because
The
think of the
list
amount
for
of
Saturday
people
Night
that were
Live
just,
is massive.
even think about the people that just wrote for SNL that were never on there. It's like, dude, John Mulaney's fucking huge. I believe he started as an SNL writer, or at least he was before he was real big.
So many of their
Fuck,
writers. So many fucking
um, Tim Robinson, dude. Tim Robinson started on SNL, and
Tim
his
Robinson.
shows
Yeah.
are amazing. You got Sandler, you got Chris Rock, you got Eddie Murphy, you got fucking John Belushi, you got Chris
What's
Farley, you got David Spade, you got so many people. Bill
the whole
Murray,
cast
Chevy
when Adam
Chase,
Sandler was on? That whole cast.
Yeah, that
When
whole
Will
cast
Ferrell
was
was on, and then
Will
Tina
Ferrell,
Fey was on. That
Tina
whole
Fey,
cast.
Amy
That
Poehler's
whole
funny.
cast. Everyone on that cast.
yeah, but what about
Fuck,
like
we're missing a lot
lately
of
though?
people still. Keenan,
Lately,
Keenan's great.
lately I completely agree
Yeah,
with you.
I agree. Keenan's great. I don't mind Ego Nwodum. She's okay.
Lately, they haven't had funny people on. That's the fucking problem.
I'm
Sorry,
not going to say the
SNL, but
people I don't like, but I'll
they're
say
just
say the people I really
because you're
like.
good at
Ego Nwodum's not
writing and
that.
just because you're good at some one thing. Oh, I'm sorry. Good.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of like I won't say the people I don't like, but I'm trying to think of some really great. Kyle Mooney's great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's still on there, but he's more recently. Beck Bennett recently, he was good. Um,
Like
yeah, the
the
level of star
biggest
power definitely not as much anymore for
like the
sure.
most
Oh,
recent
what
like star that came out of SNL that I
the
can even
Mexican
name is
guy,
like Pete
Hernandez?
Davidson.
Yeah, but Pete Davidson
And
was
fuck
almost a
and
star
fuck
more
Pete
for his
Davidson.
fucking. He used to
That
be
guy
really funny.
isn't funny.
I will say he used his old shit was really funny before SNL, and then when he
No,
started like dating,
he can definitely write, and he is definitely funny. I'm just fucking around, but I hate him. I hate him with a passion. I don't think
I think
he.
he might have let fame get to him a little bit. But I will say
He's a
he surprised
weird.
me because at the Kevin Hart roast, I thought he had the third best set of the night, right behind Tony and then Big J. In
Yeah,
my
no, like
opinion.
I know. I like I said, I definitely heard shit that was funny from him. I especially respect his ability to take jokes. He
Yeah,
just rolls with the punches. I like that too. But
yeah,
I just
yeah.
don't like
His
him
style is not
as a personality. Like
hilarious.
he gives me the willies.
Yeah, I can see that. I get that.
He makes me
Um,
feel like he
who
looks.
what's that? Marcelo Hernandez? Is that his
He's
name?
funny.
He's
He's
pretty
funny.
good. He's
Yeah,
not bad.
but
I haven't seen his
I
special
also
yet.
I don't think
He's been on some
he's
podcasts. He seems cool, and he
he
knows
no,
he can
he
say shit and he won't get canceled because he's Puerto Rican or whatever.
well yeah he's got a
I don't know what he is. Like he's brown.
I like anybody that that says whatever, for sure. And
Cuban,
I
I think
just
he's
saw
Cuban.
him on something. He was making me laugh, but he's a rarity for sure, Travis. I agree. Lately, I mean, for the last years and years, I can't think of anyone really. You know,
Yeah.
if
80 Bryant
anything,
was all
people have
right.
come
That fat
on to
bitch.
the thing. Like, I'm sorry, what?
I'm just trying to get 80 Bryant was okay. Cecily Strong
Who's
was
that?
pretty funny. Um,
Amy
Kate
Bryant?
McKinnon was
Who?
pretty funny. 80 Bryant's the
Yeah,
fat
she
one
was no.
that on
Kate
5,
McKinnon's
10 years
fine.
ago. Kate McKinnon's very funny. I don't agree
Yeah,
with
she's funny.
politics all the time, but hey, she's very funny.
But
Um,
she was back years ago.
Jay Farrow is an amazing comedian. I'd put him up there with anybody. Keenan's amazing. Bobby Moynihan's
But yeah, hold
amazing.
on, Keenan. They didn't. Keenan's been going since all that. He's a
I know, but he's,
lifetime.
Yeah.
He's
he's
not what
still
we're talking
recent
about.
though.
No,
He's
no, but
still been
he's
on
not
there
what we're
recently,
talking
so I'm
about.
still going to count
Yeah,
him.
that's no,
I
no.
know, but I'm saying
They got him.
he's still
They
part of the
got
recent
him,
cast.
not the other way around.
Yeah, that's true. But he
You
definitely
know.
bettered his career. That yeah, but I
But
see what you're saying there. I see what
also
you're saying.
he came
You're saying
on
he would have succeeded
lot
anywhere.
longer ago than you think. He's been on for like 15 years now.
Like 30. Oh, more than that. He's been on
Yeah,
at
yeah,
least
exactly.
20
So that
years. No, it's probably about exactly
20
20 years. Keenan?
really?
Yeah, it's probably been on since '06. I think so. He was on when I was a kid,
I was
dude.
about to say, what? How big
Wow.
was the gap between his all that career and his SNL career?
Actually, pretty big.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he was really young when he was on. He's probably 50
yeah.
now or 40
No,
something at least. I mean, he's
no, he's in
been
his
on there for a
forties, but yeah,
while.
he was young. Yeah, he was really young.
Yeah.
All those kids were really young. Yeah,
Mhm. It's
Yeah,
just
the,
crazy how
him.
big of a career he had. Okay, here's what I'll counter you with.
Yeah.
Where's Kel? Hey, you don't see Kel nowhere, do you? Kel
probably
was
I
on
don't
out.
see
SNL.
no,
I'll give him
but you know
my
what
credit
though?
when
I think I would be willing to bet that Kel made a decision to not do stuff because he could have. He definitely could have. He was
seems
talented.
like a
Yeah.
He's one of the
assumption.
funniest parts of the last
Yeah,
thing
but
you saw him in was Mystery Men,
I
and he was
mean,
one of the
a
funniest
lot
parts
of
of that
guys
movie.
are talented.
I'm just proud of anyone
You,
who made it out of all that, just spending all those years with Dan Schneider licking their toes, and then they came
that's what I
out
was
to
just
be
thinking. He
remotely
was a
well-adjusted people.
Yeah,
he was
but
a little black kid.
do
He
but
was
hold on. Do you
dude. You
consider
know he
working
got
for
molested.
Saturday Night Live? Do you
That's why
consider
Keenan
working
got
for Saturday Night
fat.
Live well adjusted?
I mean, they're adults, so
Nobody
who gives a
molested
shit?
Josh.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
if
You
you're
know
a
what?
comedian at all, you're not well-adjusted. I mean, like maybe instead of well-adjusted, I mean to say not traumatized into a shriveling husk in a corner.
Well, again, you don't know Keenan.
Well, he
No,
can take
here's what
himself out of his
I
husk for a little while to go be on camera for a bit. So
Yeah, well,
here's
you
what
got to
he's
I'm
pay the
doing
thinking.
better
monkey.
than Amanda
You
Bynes,
got
I would
to.
say.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Dude, Amanda
Kel,
Bynes is a hard. That's hard to look at. That's rough.
you know,
Her coming
here's what I'm
back
thinking.
is hard to look
Kel,
at. Not what happened to her. How her being like, please look at me again. That's fucking hard to look at.
listen.
Ugh.
Kel, there's a reason. Here's my theory. Kel, he was a little black boy in Hollywood working for Dan Schneider. He was obviously stuff was going to happen, but that's why Keenan got fat because he was like, I'm not going to be cute if I'm fat. And he got fat. And you know why? Because here's the name of that theory. The theory is called Nobody Raped Josh. That's the name of that theory, and it worked. And then you just get once you're an adult, you get skinny again, and then you watch Drake have to tell horror stories because he was a cute kid.
So you telling me that that other girl on all that didn't get something? I think she got it.
I
I
think she
never
did
I never
too.
Yeah.
watched all that. Was there a fat girl?
Lori
Yeah, that was
Beth.
it. Yeah, the really funny
something.
one. Yeah, Lori.
She
Yeah,
was
yeah.
probably
She
one
was
of the
really funny.
funniest people on the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. She was
I might
great.
have seen a time or two, but I don't remember her.
Yeah, she was great. That was a really funny
Just
show for a
saying,
while.
It was.
that's
Yeah.
why I'm fat. Yeah, I'm 27, but yeah, no, it's still up while I'm fat. You never know. Dan Schneider could be right around the corner. So
Like it was iconic. Like
I
there are some lines I'll never like. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Or the
yeah,
I got
fucking
a movie.
great
bootleg the
movie.
That's how good
bootleg
that
video
was.
store. Like it's better, much better.
Oh yes, yes. Okay, I do know those. Yeah, I stumbled upon those recently somehow. Like they just popped up in my YouTube recommended or something like that. I can't even remember. So I was watching old clips from some shit. Yeah, I don't even remember. But I was like, all right, what is this? I'll watch this. And I was like, okay, this is actually pretty funny for like a fucking kid show. Like watching it as an adult, like this is pretty good.
And
Yeah.
some really weird shit too. Some really
Because
like,
they used
off
to
the
let even
wall,
on
like
kids
you were like,
shows.
what are they talking about stuff? Like really good
Yeah.
goofy shit. Like really
Well, and also they used to even like kids shows play with race a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? The joke is that, oh, we sell the best, like we come to America, we sell the best. That's how every other country is. They're just trying to like do shit and get ahead, which is great. Like in America, we're like, oh no, you need to work for
That
this
remi-
company,
that
or like,
reminds me.
you know what I mean? You need to have this certification.
Do you remember the sketch where Keenan Thompson was like the foreign kid and he would like show up to class and talk in a weird accent? And then one episode finally someone asked like, "Bro, where are you from?" And he
no.
was like, "I forget."
Have you seen the one, Travis? I don't think I know that. Well, those ones. Have you
I
seen the
don't
one?
remember that one.
Have you seen when Shane Gillis hosted and they did the church in Jamaica sketch?
Not off the top of my head now.
No, I don't think so.
All right. You know what you got to do. Pull her up.
I don't
All
know.
right, one
I
second.
think
Give it a good JMO.
I only watched like two of the sketches he was in.
Dude, when
He's
SNL
dude,
is
he's
so
one of my
great
favorites, man. He's
when a good comedian is on. When Chappelle's on, it's great. When Shane's on, it's great. And I know
well
Chappelle's not funny, but he's still good on SNL. He's funny in the sketches.
well, so you know what happens is so for a
When Bill
week,
Burr is on, it's
these
good.
people
When Bargatze's
the
on, it's
host
good.
is all over that place, and they are depending on the host, I'm sure they're super involved with the outcome of the show, not
Yeah.
just
I mean,
learning some lines for a sketch here and there and then coming on. Like they're involved with the design of the show to an extent if they wanted to.
yeah.
Like they
When
can
Mulaney's
be
on, it's
as
really good
involved
too.
as they want to. What?
When Mulaney's on, it's really good too.
Well,
Mulaney's very funny. He's one of my
he's
favorite
one of the
comedians.
guys who came out of them as a writer.
Yeah. Oh, he's
I'm
outstanding.
90% sure. I don't know that
I
for
was
a
gonna
fact. I'm
say,
pretty sure.
this might be terrible content. Maybe let's spare. I was gonna play like two of my favorite sketches and then say like each of us play two of our favorite sketches, but that could take some time. But let's at least watch this. The other one I was thinking of, when did you see when Bargatze did the sketch about like when he was like a patriot like in the Revolutionary War? He's like, yes, we're fighting for like to
I
not have to use the metric system, and
I
the
saw
whole
yeah,
sketch is great.
that was very funny. That was they're talking about the language and
Yeah.
stuff. That was really funny. Yeah.
Okay,
He's
so
really
you've seen that
funny.
one.
Nate
Let's play
Bargatze's
the
really
Shane
good.
Gillis Jamaican one then. Because this is just look up Shane Gillis SNL Church, and that should get you there.
You're gonna play it in here? Or do I have to
I
look it
believe
up
so.
outside of the
No,
Oh,
I'll
okay.
pull it up here. Let's see. Hang on, is my microphone going?
Yeah, how was I hearing you before you did that?
I got to adjust this
It's
every time I
quiet
get
as
on
shit.
Discord. Let me do that later, actually. All right. Let's see. Church on vacation.
Whoa.
All right. Let me get through this ad and I'll share it to the screen.
So good.
Guys, Nina just
Hold on, let me get through this real quick. All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Let's see.
We're all good.
That's
We're
so
good now.
good.
All right. I'm
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good one. I love that. One
Yeah.
of my favorite comments under that was they fired him for doing accents, then hired him to do an accent.
Well,
But it was such a good sketch.
that's something that either he or one of the writers definitely did on purpose for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say, I think they right, like it was almost a meta joke type of thing.
no, totally, 100%, because they he wouldn't be able to not do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like he if
Yeah.
they didn't let him, then he'd
Oh,
sneak it
that's
in there.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shane's type
Like
of humor is to address it right away, and that's SNL's type of
yeah.
humor too, honestly. So
I
Well,
also gotta
yeah.
at
say,
least used to be. Like, I mean,
Well, dude, Norm's fucking opening monologue. Sorry, Travis, I'll shut up after saying it. But Norm's opening monologue, where he goes, "They fired me for not being funny, and now I'm hosting. So either I've gotten funnier, and I don't think that's happened, or the show has gotten worse."
but I do gotta say though, like I've never been to Jamaica, but I'm in the Caribbean like a lot, and he kind of killed the accent. No, he did it right.
Oh yeah.
It's not like he
Well,
was
because
making
that's the funny
fun.
thing about him.
well, he's
People
really
paint
good.
him as like,
His vocal talent is extraordinary. Shane Gillis.
well, and
He's
also
really
people
really
about
good.
shit like that. Oh, he cares about shit like that because people try to paint him as like a right wing comedian, which is kind of like Tony.
Well,
I
he
get when
is.
people like he's right wing, right? Yeah, but Shane's not really. He's just from like rural Ohio, and he has like a common sense type. He's more in the middle. Maybe he's more right leaning, but he's not like
Well,
he talks shit about Trump all the time and shit too.
he places himself as a right wing comedian. You know,
Right, exactly. That's almost his
he's like, I'm right
character.
wing.
Like, yeah, right, exactly. But like, fuck, what were we just talking about? Because that's I was tying it into that. Um, oh
The
yeah, with
ex
the accent, because like he he knows his history so well. And he like loves like geography. Like he's always talking about geography and like history and this culture and that
Yeah,
culture and these people and like. And I know a lot of
and
history
really
that makes me a
really
nerd, and I don't know
learned
half the
on it.
shit he's talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Like
he's really fucking yeah.
yeah, so like it makes sense to me that he would actually study that and like because he knowing I don't know I don't fucking know him personally, but I'm just imagining the mindset that I feel like his comedy's in, and I feel like it's almost like I want people in Jamaica to watch this and laugh at it, so I have to know the accent. And you know what I
Well,
mean? Type of shit.
if you
I can just
if
feel that
you
vibe.
I mean, I agree, but even on a lower level, just look at how he does. Just look at it simply. Look at how he does impressions. He does them.
Yes.
He does not do the classic. Um, you know, he does an impersonation. He
Yes.
doesn't do impressions. You know what I mean, or vice
Yeah.
versa. I forget which one
Well,
is which.
and
I'm
I'm gonna
stupid.
get a good rest
He
here.
embodies
Probably.
the person. He doesn't do a voice.
Let me say. Let me.
He becomes the thing. You know.
Yes. Well, also, I was saying the way he makes offensive jokes is another way. Like, it's a very, very difficult skill, but in my opinion, it's the most impressive thing in comedy to joke about something that's like offensive or controversial,
And he's
and
got it
find a
down.
way find a way to make all sides of the issue feel like you're on their side and are laughing
Yeah.
with you. It's and one
Yeah.
of the great examples of it. Somebody was talking about, but I've also heard him do this joke where he goes, "Yeah, I've," and they said he would do the joke in New York clubs, which is New York pretty liberal place, especially in the comedy scene, and
Mm.
he would say, "Yeah, I have a Fox News dad." Whole crowd, boo.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he goes, "Chill the fuck out, guys. You guys all have Fox News dads." I saw it when
Yeah.
I was walking in here. Whole crowd, and they're laughing. Like it's just that type of shit is exactly what I'm talking about. Making a joke that's like it seems like you alienate one half of the room, and then the
Yeah.
next sentence you almost alienate the other half, and then everybody's like, "Oh, he got us both," and comes together and fucking laughs at it. It's great. That's hard to
Yeah,
do, man.
he's also it's a I mean it's a multitude of things, but a big thing is he's got his finger on the pulse of society,
For sure.
like very
Oh
exactly.
yeah.
He does not
Uh, he's
he
from him
reads, you
being
know,
him being from a
he's
small
like
town like creates a common man because he's just a normal type of dude. Like, and that's just his. That's I relate to him, but I'm from one state over, but the same type of town, like community. Like I get it so much. But I'm gonna grab a beer. Give me a minute or two. But I just wanted to say this before I do that. Speaking of Shane Gillis, congratulations. I don't know if we talked about this on the stream yet. Congratulations to Shane Gillis for breaking 2 Guinness World Records, both for the amount of tickets sold by a solo comedian in one show, and which was,
Nice.
I believe, 77 something thousand at Lincoln Financial Field, and simultaneously setting the amount of confirmed attendees, which I believe was 73,000. Because when they say sellouts, there's
Yeah.
always
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
people that for whatever reason don't show up, which is crazy
Yeah.
on something like that. But yeah, 73. I believe it was 73 something thousand confirmed. So I don't
That's
know if we can
wild.
hit a sound effect for the dude. He deserves. I fucking one of my favorite
Hang
comedians.
on.
Maybe my favorite comedian right now. His with their
Yeah,
horn
he's
or that.
he's
Yeah, that'll
he,
work. Job Shane. I'm gonna grab a beer. I'll be right back. Or I'm gonna grab some beer.
And we're
Oh,
back.
one.
hold up. Shit.
Oh,
Too late.
he
Fucking
didn't
that
remember.
buzz on that. It'll be all right. Oh, dude.
Nah,
And
you
the angle
fucked
back. I had a
up.
good angle. I
It's
had a
your
good angle.
podcast and you
Come on,
fucked
dude.
up. Look at this guy.
Hey, bud, I can take you out of this podcast as
Loser.
quick as I put you
Oh,
into it. There we go.
don't
That'll
start
work.
me with a good time.
Fuck you. Fuck it. No, I was thinking. I don't know why I was thinking. Let's do 2 early. Let's just do one each. So that's well. Actually, let's do one each of everybody's favorite SNL skit of all time. I'll go first. This is my very favorite one of all time. Travis, can you play SNL Tim Tebow?
All right. One moment while I pull that up. SNL Tim Tebow meets Jesus.
Yes.
All right.
My only problem with their
Good.
great sketches is all of them run on too long. Every single one of them, because they need to.
Okay, think of a 2 or 3 minute great sketch. I think this one's maybe 3
No,
or 4.
no, I'm
How
not.
long is it, Travis?
I didn't mean to say that in relation to what you're about to play. I just mean
No,
like I'm thinking
you're
about the ones that
absolutely right. Though. I'm
I
glad
was
you
going to
said that.
suggest, and they're
Yeah,
all
I'm
like
glad you said
9-minute
that because there's some
sketches because
long
they're
ones.
yeah.
Yeah, Travis, how long is this one? Now that he says that, I don't.
4.5 minutes.
Like you could have got the joke in half
Oh,
the time, and they
yeah,
just
this
draw
is
it out
kind of
for
this
TV.
isn't
You know,
great content.
Well, I
This
think
isn't
that
great
the
content.
reason
All
that
right,
they
let's
do
go.
that is
That's a
because,
long
like, if
time.
they were any shorter, then they would have to do more sketches, and that's more like props and set pieces
but
that they.
Yeah,
but this is what
yeah.
I mean is that the fact that they do it like this is a deterrent to
The live
to
part,
humor.
yeah,
It's like
the
it's
live part
fucking
makes it very difficult. It's almost
yeah, but
more of like a
they
stage
used to do
production
it.
than it is like a comedy show, if that
Yeah,
makes
but
sense.
they used to do it so consistently that it's possible.
Yeah, but also
No,
everybody that was back when, and I'm not saying this wasn't a better world. That's back when everybody was doing cocaine backstage and like fighting each other, and everybody brought guns
cocaine
to the fucking building and
cocaine
like,
got that show done. That I mean, without cocaine,
yeah,
there is no Saturday Night Live. I mean, that's
that was back
straight
when
up.
Bill Murray and
Like,
Chevy Chase were fighting each other backstage. And again, I'm not saying it wasn't a better world. I'm not saying I disagree with you, but I'm just
hey,
saying
hey,
a lot would have to
I
change. There's a reason for that.
no, literally, there is no Saturday Night Live without cocaine. Literally, quite literal. Probably not even the formulation of the idea. You know, like that probably doesn't even come up
Cool.
without cocaine. Like,
All
I
right,
mean,
how
think
about
about
this? I got
what
an
he
idea
was doing.
for.
He was gonna do a fucking. It was. I mean, literally, the studio was expecting it to fail because it was like, yeah, sure, dude. Do you want to do that? Okay, go ahead.
All right, now we got just because we got the watch stream pulled up, and I feel like I'm blue
Oh,
balled on streaming something. Let me. I thought of something like it's 2 minutes to play. Actually, it's just a little YouTube short. Look up "Hardworking Man Dusty Slay" and find like the short of it.
All right, so we're not
I know he
watching
has a
this
whole
then.
special called that. No, it's too long. I'm sorry.
All
Four
right.
and a half minutes that's a long time on
Well,
a
we spent like
podcast to just be
a
sitting
four
there
and a
like,
half
ha, ha,
minutes
ha.
just talking leading up to this, but hardworking man,
Ah,
Dusty
that's all
Slay.
right. That's all right. We're chilling. This is like our fucking protect our parks, dude. I'm just having a good time on this one. We had a more serious one the last time. We're just chilling this time. This is a hangout.
I
Fucking capture
assume
cast.
that you couldn't possibly mean
Because
play the entire hour and 9 minutes special.
no, like I said, it's not. I don't want to put the whole special. Find the short of it. There, he has a specific bit about the song "Hardworking Man" by Brooks and Dunn, and it's so fun.
All right.
Even if you don't know the
I
song,
think it's the
he'll
first verse.
describe it. It'll be
I'll
hilarious.
go ahead and play it.
Yes, probably. Oh, let me
In the
watch it.
90s, there was a song by Brooks and Dunn called Hardworking Man.
Watch.
I've seen this guy.
Big fan of that, Hardworking Man. And I don't know if you've heard that one before, but I'd like to tell you about it. I'd like to talk to you about it. He starts the song off, he says, I'm a hardworking man, you know? Just lays it out there for you. Lets you know who he is, how he likes to work, you know? But he's singing, though, too. He's like, I'm a hard-working man, which is not a bad impression if you've never heard Brooks and Dunn. And then he says, I wear a steel hard hat. He wants you to know he takes safety very serious. Wears a hard hat, doesn't mess around with plastic, it's steel for this guy. Loves this hat, wears it all the time. Then he says, I can ride, rope, hammer, and paint. 4 things that you don't really need a hard hat for. His coworkers are like, I don't know why you're wearing that hat again. But he says, I can hammer and paint, do things with my hands that most men can't. I'm like, I don't know. I think we can all hammer and paint. I think a guy like this with this kind of work ethic, this kind of work attire, this list of skills, you'd think he'd be doing pretty well financially. But he goes on to say, I can't get ahead no matter how hard I try. I'm getting really good at barely getting by. And you're like, oh, dang, you know? So you get to the second verse. In the second verse, he says, come Friday night, I like to party hard. And you're like, oh, I'm starting to see where this is going here. Starting to unravel a bit of the mystery here. Work hard to play hard. He said, I like to carry on with the Cadillac Cuties. He never really says what that is, but I think we could put it together, you know?
Hell yeah.
I like to carry on with the Cadillac Cuties, spend my whole week's pay on some weekend beauty. I'm like, oh, okay, well, there's your problem right there. I think we can close this investigation here. I'd like to see this guy meet with a financial advisor, you know? He's like, I just can't seem to put any money away. It's like, I'm a hardworking man. I wear a steel hard hat. I can ride, rope, hammer, and paint, but can't seem to put any money away. Financial advisor's like, I don't know, let's dig in. Let's see what we can find. Pulls up the report, gets to like page 1. He's like, oh, found it right here. A lot faster than I expected. Seems here you're spending everything you make in one night on some sort of a prostitute. And in the 90s, there was a song by Brooks and Dunn called Hardworking Man.
Yeah, that's a great one, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, Dusty Slay is so underrated. And for me, like, I'm not a big clean comedy guy, so it speaks extra to like there's some great clean comics, but like those are people that you don't even realize it's clean when you hear. You're like, oh yeah, he didn't swear the whole time, did he? Like it doesn't even register.
I was,
And like
I
in
was
my
just
opinion,
gonna
there's like
say, when you said that, I
there's
was
like
just
4
gonna
of
ask
them,
you.
and I guess
Yeah,
maybe
that's-
5 of them. I don't know if Mulaney counts. He'll say fuck occasionally, but Mulaney's cleanish, so I'll kind of count
No,
him.
he's a
But
he's a pretty clean comic. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he's
Mulaney,
kinda-
he's like
but,
PG-13. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He's-
exactly. But Bargatze, Dusty
Yeah.
Slay, Jim Gaffigan, and
Brian Regan.
oh fuck, Brian Regan. Thank you. Brian Regan's
hold on.
amazing.
Now there's the other side of this as well. And I only think about this because I'm just
Hold on, what happened? Are you not turn the light on?
Shit. Oh, you can't see me out here. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Sorry.
That's okay. You're good.
I just walked
Sorry,
into
go ahead.
this fucking spider web.
Ooh,
You
I
might
hate
be able to
that.
see me better out here.
Prince No Doubt
Um,
has a song about that.
Shit. Big old spider web. I just lost track of what we were just. Clean comics. There's the other side
Yes.
of that. There's comics that can work clean, which is, I think,
Yeah.
personally, also a skill. It's not the same skill, but I think it's like that's a pretty great thing to be able to turn it off. You know. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I don't know that I get.
to turn that on.
It's a very cool skill if you can succeed at both, or if you can kill at both, get a room with you, but you won't always kill, obviously. But like if you're successful
Well,
more times than not, and that's
well,
very,
like
very impressive.
like
But like,
Norm Macdonald was like that. Norm Macdonald, that's one of
yeah, absolutely,
the most
absolutely.
impressive things
Yep.
about him was he
I
could work
mean,
any room,
Shay and
any
Colin
fucking
Jost,
room.
Shay and Shay and Colin Jost would be like that. I've never heard Colin Jost be dirty actually, but Michael Che's like that for sure. He can be clean or
Well,
he can be like
yeah,
say whatever he wants. But yeah.
yeah,
But
that's the
fucking I was gonna say, dude, I'm almost I feel like I would be like I love on Legion of Skanks where I think I can't remember if it was Jay or Lewis that said it, but one of them was like, yeah, I've had so many like friends hit me up to do like a clean set of like to open for them, but it has to be clean. And I'm just like, I don't think I can.
yeah.
I,
Well,
that's
you
how
don't,
I'd
you
be
know,
afraid to
if you
accidentally
don't
say
do it
something.
enough, if you
I'd be
don't do
afraid
it
I'd
enough,
forget
I
in
would,
the middle of the
yeah,
set
yeah, and you, well,
and
that's what we got.
accidentally
I'm
say
sorry.
something. You're like, well, fuck. What are you guys up to? I'd be like, oh, damn it, fuck. And then I
Yeah,
try to get myself out
yeah,
of it, make it where
I
it's like,
mean,
oh,
probably the
totally.
most successful set I've ever done, and it's not like I'm like a big I'm not even like a big open micer. I don't do mics a lot at all.
Wait,
But the
you're
most
not a big stand-up comedian?
no, but like probably the most successful set I ever done was clean. I just I got invited to do like 5 minutes at a bar. So I just took a lot of my material and just did like Mad Libs for all of the unclean
that's
parts,
the
and
one.
it
There you
That's
worked
the
go.
one in like
great.
Key West or something.
Huh?
Was it the one you were in like Key West or something?
No, it was like 2,000 miles south of Key West. I was in Nevis.
Yeah, okay. Like the St. Kitts and Nevis. I thought it was Nevis. It's not Nevis. You probably
Nah.
know. You've been there. It's
Yeah, my mom lives
Nevis.
there. Yeah.
That makes sense. That's way different. That changes everything.
It's Nevis, man. Yeah, no,
Reminds
that
me of the
place
Oh
is
Kendrick
sick.
Lamar
man,
song.
Now, granted, I
yeah,
wasn't really doing the show. It was like a expat bar, which expat is the word that white people call themselves when they're immigrants.
Yes, but I also like I'm not gonna say it wasn't, dude. Doing a set's always challenging. And you're always at a bar, but just the culture down there versus just like Ohio or like anywhere within the intern. Like I just even know because like being in Clearwater, which is right on the Gulf, dude. Like everybody's having fun. Everybody's chill. Like you can talk to strangers super easily, and it's just like everybody's chill.
That
That
was
seems like a
actually
place that would be
part
like
of my
that. For like the
set.
audience would be awesome. And
Like
I've been to
I
places like that, dude. I not with comedy, but I did, and honestly, all my comedy audience has been pretty cool too. But like, I did a music show at Yellow Springs, Ohio, where Dave Chappelle was the night before. I've told this story a million times, but I
I've
missed it
never
by
heard
a day because he was at the finals that day. Oh, so I'll tell it real quick. I'm sorry, I cut Travis off. I'll let you talk after this, Travis. My
Oh
bad.
wow.
I'm bad at doing that. But I'm just afraid I'll forget this fucking that I was going to tell the story. But so I made music for a while. I need to get back to it. But played a few shows, most of them just like at this like talent show night at this bar near me. But like it was still pretty cool. People were fucking with it, and I won a gift card there, won some shit. So like it was cool, and it was just the way I was like, all right, I'm practicing my set and shit. And then my one dudes in this other rap group I
There
was
we go.
rapping at the time. Oh fuck, that's a big ant out here. Fuck. They were rapping it. Oh god damn, thing's huge. Anyway, sorry. They invited me to open for them at this show they were doing in Yellow Springs. I was like, hell yeah, and it was at this moonshine distillery. And fucking so yeah, I opened for them, but it was at this moonshine distillery, as I said. So I was fucking hammered. I had to try everything. And everybody there, Yellow Springs was the coolest people. Fucking weird hippie lefty people, don't get me wrong. Like there was a tranny outside signing to pretend, and she was a good. He, she, they, that them was a good one, and them had me fooled. Now she had me fooled, dude, for a minute because I was like, oh, can I get your number? And she's like, or can I get your snap? I said, and she's like, yeah, you probably won't want it though. I was like, why is that? She's like, I'm trans or I'm a man or so. I can't remember what she said. And I was like, oh, okay. And I even said, I was like, I don't care. And she's like, nah. I was like, all right. And said, but anyway, she was like, after having people sign petitions for some bullshit, and then fucking there's this
Sounds
other
like you
girl
missed
I
a real
had met.
opportunity there.
Maybe. There's this other girl I
That
had
could have
met
been a
this
match
one
made in heaven
time.
right there. That could have been it. That could have been it, bro. That
There's
could have
this
been the
other
fucking
girl.
different branch
There's
of the fucking captured tree.
it was there's this other girl that I had randomly met one time at this gas station, right like where I work, which is like 4 hours away in Ohio. It was just a crazy coincidence. It's like, I've met you before. She was like, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? And it was just a cool. There was super chill. There was a moonshine distillery next to a brewery. The brewery closed, and this one dude was going over there grabbing beers for me before like the distillery opened and shit. And it was cool. And then I forgot to bring weed or something, or I didn't have weed, or like I was gonna buy it up there. Something I just know I didn't have weed, and everybody was smoking me out, dude. Blunts and blunts and blunts. Like people just lighting up, hands pass it to me. I'm like, hell yeah. So like I go on stage and but like I was still cool. I was still good. But then this thing happened. So you had to give them two different USB drives. One of them was songs to play in the background, and the other was like the instrumentals of the tracks you want to perform. And sorry, I know I'm telling this long version. I'll shut the fuck up for a while after this, but but this is a crazy story I haven't thought about a bit. But anyway, so yeah, so I had apparently, and the ones I picked, the three songs I was going to perform were way different from the other three. I hadn't played the other three in forever for the background music, but I thought it was better background music. So turns out I must have given him two of the same. Somehow I copied the same shit on both USB drives. So
Nice.
it's playing all the songs for the background music. So it's not the instrumental, but there's a DJ, so he's kind of able to cut the vocals down a little bit. And but I just hadn't played the songs in forever, so I couldn't remember a fuck ton of lyrics. I remembered a lot of them and most of them, but just enough to where I was like, "Damn, I know I'm fucking up." But the crowd was best crowd ever. That's what I was.
Yeah.
Long version of what I was saying there. Of like when
was
it's just
fun.
a city or a place that's got that cool of a vibe, like the crowds are fucking amazing, and they will love you just for going up there and doing something different.
You should come and perform at the 420 show.
Next year,
Yeah. Why not?
where at? Yeah, I mean, I just have to plan
New
ahead,
York.
but I'd be down.
New York.
Yeah, I'd be down. Send me the info. I'd probably be down.
Dangerfield's Comedy Club. Fucking, well, it used to be Dangerfield's.
Hey, I don't know. I feel like I'm not going to get no respect there.
Yeah, you're gonna get a little bit of respect. Just like you can do some cocaine off the floor. You know what I'm saying? A little bit, you know.
You do some cocaine off the floor. You could fuck my wife. Whatever.
You can do cocaine off of any
You fuck
surface,
my wife,
and
somebody might
somebody
as
did
well.
cocaine did there. Yeah, somebody fucked his wife everywhere there. Probably it's a small place. It's not that big.
Somebody did cocaine, and the sad part is I
Everywhere.
didn't even know my wife changed her name to. The sad part is I didn't even know my wife changed her name to cocaine.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Oh yeah.
You had to adjust the tie the whole time.
That you could do a Dangerfield impression there too. That'd be great.
Fucking love Rodney, dude. He's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
Nah,
That's my type of comedy.
He's a special kind of human. He's just the
Dude,
fact that he
have you
would
guys-
wear that fucking robe and his balls out and shit. He's
Oh,
like, fuck
yeah.
you, fuck it. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Have you guys seen the new Naked Gun movie?
No, I wanted to, but
Hey.
I just
I don't-
haven't had movie
I don't-
theater money at all.
I don't like Liam Neeson.
Fucking, it's on what I watched it on Amazon Prime for free. If you have Prime Video, it's on there for free.
Then I might
Yeah,
watch
I'm
it
good.
tonight.
Huh?
Then I might watch it tonight.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. It's like only like an hour and a half long, which is another reason it's cool too. It's very short, but it's very funny, dude. It's very good. I like the old ones. I mean, it's definitely punny and kind of dumb like that, but it's fun. I'll just tell you my favorite joke from the movie, right? And there's so many jokes. Just I'm gonna spoil one out of a million, like pretty much. But so the one guy says something that they're investigating a crime. The one guy's like, I don't know, maybe it was to try to increase the sperm count. Sperm counts have been down across the board. And Liam Neeson goes, interesting. I've never spread my sperm across the board. I have an old Bon Jovi T-shirt for that.
There
It's
you go.
that humor. It's that.
See,
It's
I know.
so funny.
See, my problem is that it's him saying it, and the
makes
humor
it even
doesn't.
better, I promise
No,
you.
no, for me it doesn't
No.
translate at all because I hate him. I hate him
No,
so
dude,
much.
you have to. Him
Looking
him
at him
saying it
upsets
so
me.
deadpan.
Nice. I've
Liam
seen him do it.
Neeson's saying,
Yeah. I've seen him
I'm
in
trying,
from that movie. It's not. I can't do it. I can't do it.
him.
I'm
I
sorry.
love
I
it.
know it's
Him
funny. I get
saying,
it. It's just. I can't. I can't.
I love it. Him saying those lines so deadpan, like, is so
Was
funny
Pam?
because like he says the lines with the same like tone that you would hear him in like Schindler's List or Star or like any of these movies
Yeah.
where he's playing
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
super serious character. And
That's
to
why.
me,
That's
that
why
just
they.
makes it even funnier.
Yeah. No. That's why they picked him. It's a great casting for what they were trying to do. I don't like
Yeah,
him. He's like a fucking. He's one of those Hollywood guys that it just upsets me. He's like he does whatever he wants, and I don't like people like that.
those are the
Uh,
ones I like. Those are the ones I
nah,
do
nah,
like.
nah. Nah, I, you know, I feel like you like people more on the level of Shane Gillis in that
I like
respect.
people who can't be controlled. That's who I like.
No, somebody with a fucking somebody with something behind it. Because if you're doing anyone could do whatever they want, but that
I
guy
mean, he's still an
like
actor, but he's
is
an Irishman too. Are
but
you
that's
sure you're
all.
not
But
just mistaking this for Irishness? This
no,
could just
no,
be Irishness.
because I'll give you a great example of Irishman that does whatever he wants, and I love him. Is Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. Yep.
Fucking love him.
You
I
can say
love
that.
him
Yeah, that's fair.
for forever. I've loved him, and one of the reasons is because he's like fuck you. I
I just,
don't.
bro, I don't know. Some of the shit Liam Neeson's done, I just love. Like him being in the Lego movie. I was just
He's an
like, I remember
asshole.
watching the Lego movie as a kid, being
He's an
like, "Is
asshole.
that fucking Liam Neeson? That's awesome."
Yeah,
And
yeah. That joke
and
got
the
so
Lego movie, and
old for
then
me real long ago.
oh,
You know.
him being in Ted, dude. Him being in Ted and being like, "Is it true that tricks are really only for kids? So there'll be no problems if I buy this cereal." He's like, yeah, dude, do whatever you want. They just say that. It's just the ad." He's like, "So nobody's gonna come after me if I buy this cereal." I thought that should kill me.
I actually thought of a great example of why, like a legitimate reason why I don't like him. I feel like somebody else deserved his place in Hollywood because somebody else could have done it just as good as he's doing it, and I think that he's just a dick. He's just a fucking. He's just a fucking. He's
Uh,
not like somebody like George Clooney. Like I can't tell who he is. He might be a
yeah,
dick, but he doesn't
yeah. See,
present
those are
that
the
to the
people I don't
world.
like. I don't like the
And
people
I
who
don't
I can't tell who they are. Those are the people
now
I don't like.
this is an interesting thing. I felt that way about I bring George Clooney up specifically because I felt that way about him. Specifically, I was like,
I'm
I
not a
don't like him
Clooney
because
guy.
I can't tell. But then he did a movie where he basically plays himself called Jay Kelly. You should see it. It's him and Adam Sandler, and it's amazing. It's really fucking good. It'll
I
change your
do like
opinion on the guy. It's an
I
interesting
do like
retrospective kind of
I
thing.
feel like all my favorite actors are pieces of shit. Maybe makes a better actor. Like Christian Bale's probably my favorite actor of all time. He's a piece of shit. I like Jared
You know
Leto.
what
A
this
lot of people think he's a piece of shit.
you know what this movie is
Um,
about? You know what this movie is about? Is about how
hold
much
on,
of a
I was
piece
saying
of
Leo
shit George
DiCaprio,
Clooney is.
one of the
That's
greatest.
what
People think he's a piece
the
of shit.
whole that's what the
I
plot of
like
the movie is that this guy's an
I like
asshole.
I like Brad
That's
Pitt. People think he's a piece of shit. I like
he
Edward Norton. People think he's a piece of shit, and he is.
Edward Norton's a
Like,
great
yeah, maybe
example.
that makes you a better actor. I don't know.
No. Now hold on. Edward Norton's a great example of an asshole that I don't
He's
feel the
a
same way about
more
him that
yeah,
I
a
do
complete
with Liam
asshole.
Neeson. He's an honest asshole. He's like,
Dude,
yeah, I'm an asshole. Like, fuck you, I'm an asshole. Liam Neeson's like, no, I'm a good guy. I'm a real man. I'm a real.
that's
It's like,
fair.
no,
He
you're an
plays a good
asshole.
guy
Fuck
in like
you.
every movie. I see
He's
what
a
you're saying
liar.
there. Well, that's why I like
You know,
Christian Bale too. I feel like Christian Bale makes no bones about being an asshole. He's
no,
pretty honest about it.
he's straight up. He's like, yeah, fuck
Yep.
you. Like, he's like, fuck you. What are you gonna do? I'm the best in
Yeah,
the
that's
world. What are you
fair.
gonna do?
That's fair. I get what you're saying there. That's fair. That's fair.
And
I can get what
Edward
you're saying.
Norton, Edward Norton's that guy to the extent that he played that guy
Yeah, I'll be a Nazi.
uh, in
Yeah. He's
what's
like, let me play the Nazi.
no,
American
not
History
even that.
X.
No, not even that. I mean, later in his
Fight
life,
Club.
he played himself in what was the movie with Michael Keaton,
Mm,
Guillermo del Toro,
Birdman.
Birdman,
Birdman. I didn't know he
dude.
played himself in that. I've never seen it.
It's basically himself. He's playing himself. Oh, you've never seen that? That's something you should
Mm.
see for sure. That is a fantastic comedy. It
Yeah, I've
is
heard it.
so funny. It is so
Is it
fucking funny.
is it on anything?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I dude, I would fucking I would see it like buy it. Like I fucking so good. It's so fucking good. Like
Oh yeah.
I like I if I had the money, I'd buy it for you, man. Like it's so
I'll
fucking good.
buy it. I'll buy it. I can buy it if I have
So
to. But
I
if it's
looked it up. Like Birdman is available on like YouTube and Amazon Prime, Apple TV, all of that, but you got to pay
probably
four
to
dollars
buy,
for it. It's not for
yeah,
free on any service.
you can rent it. Yeah, I
It's
might
worth four
rent it.
bucks. It's worth
Yeah, for
$4,
sure.
dude. It's 100% worth $4. It's like and honestly, it's a straight up comedy because it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy movie, and it's one of the best industry movies that I've ever seen as well. It's about uh, Bo- um, Broadway, and and it's basically about Michael Keaton as well. It's about his career straight up too. It's really really well
I
done. It's
I always
really
kind of
fucking.
liked Keaton, even though he seemed like a weirdo. I liked him.
He's one of the funniest people alive, in my opinion.
You
He
know
is.
who's one of the most underrated, funniest people alive is Danny motherfucking DeVito.
Oh yeah, he understands humor like nobody else.
Yes,
He came onto the Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's like, I have the character that's
yes,
perfect for this show. Like
dude.
he knew what
He was
was,
supposed to be a guest. He was supposed to be a guest episode or a guest character for one episode, and he was so good. They were like, "Will you do this full time?" He's like, "Yeah, absolutely."
yeah. He knew exactly what they were looking for. He played
Yeah,
it
he's
exactly like
perfect,
he's so funny.
dude. And now when you rewatch it, the whole first season, you're watching like, "Fuck, when's Danny DeVito get here?" Like he makes the show in a way. He brings all the characters together because they
It
all
is
have a
good.
tie to him.
That is a complete cast. Yes, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah,
And he
and again, like anyone could have filled that gap, but he was perfect.
and
He
even
was the
like
perfect
a
cast.
more serious-ish character, although he brought a lot of humor to it too. But the Penguin, dude, nobody will
Mm,
ever be the Penguin in movie. He is the Penguin.
yeah,
He's built like
that
that's what
was
he should. That's what the Penguin should look like. Is
yeah,
Danny
that was
like he was perfect?
yeah, yeah, he was perfect, and
Yeah,
and honestly twisted. He was a great match with Tim
I haven't
Burton.
seen
Like
that.
he knew again, he knew what Tim Burton was looking for. You know, he really
I
knew.
haven't seen that.
He, yeah, that's a good. You haven't actually seen it?
I don't believe. I don't think I've heard Twisted. I don't think I've heard of it. Is it
No, no,
animated? If it's Tim
no,
Burton or
no,
no?
no. I'm saying he was his portrayal was twisted.
Oh, what
Yeah,
movie are you talking about?
Batman
Oh,
Returns
and
when
but
he's
yeah,
the
fuck, I
Penguin.
forgot Tim Burton directed that. I'm sorry, my
Yeah,
bad. Yeah, you're
what we're
absolutely right.
I'm talking
Shit,
about. What we're
sorry.
talking about.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, that's a great
Yeah,
movie.
he bites the guy's
Nobody will
nose
ever
off.
be the Penguin again. Yeah, he's eating the fish raw.
Oh, oh man, twisted,
It's great.
and just
But that's how the Penguin. It almost made him more realistic because that's how he would be. But also, he was the
yeah.
politician. He was also like they got everybody to vote for it. Also, like when I go back and watch that movie, I'm like, oh, this is how politics actually works. Like I thought it was just a plot device. No, this is actually how it works. They take the
It,
most twisted, controllable individual that just wants to get rich, and they use it to enact their policy through. That's
that
all of
was
politics.
that
They're
was a
spot on.
beautiful thing Tim Burton did with that movie. It
Mhm.
was a really really
Yeah,
great mirror.
underappreciated.
No, yeah, he did that really well, and that's why. I mean, it was supposed to be a kids movie. It was like
That was dude,
fun-
Tommy Lee Jones's Two Face was great too, and I liked Aaron Eckhart
uh,
as Two Face, but Tommy Lee Jones is even better. I thought
Tommy Lee Jones Two Face was a little cartoonish, but it looked
it
great.
was, but it
Looked
looked
great.
how it looked how especially, and also like as serious of a
I mean,
guy as
he's
Tommy
great.
Lee Jones playing him brought a nice
He
balance to the
yeah, no,
cartoonishness of it.
he
I thought.
can't miss. He's like in my eyes, I don't think he could do a bad fucking performance. Like I don't think it's in him to do a bad performance. That guy's a real do you hear about what he said about Jim Carrey on the set? About how he hated him and shit?
No.
Yeah, he couldn't stand Jim Carrey's behavior, and he has a quote. I might get it right. He said, "I I I will not tolerate your buffoonery." Like that's a specific quote
Yeah.
that Jim Carrey cites when he talks about it. He's like, "Yeah, he couldn't stand me." Like,
Dude, Why do I want to play like a Legion of Skanks type game right now? I'm like something with a
What?
the slider chart they always do. I want to play something with a slider chart. How long would it take to make one of those?
I don't know. I don't really watch Legion of Skanks podcast. I
I
don't
don't.
know
I don't
where.
either.
Well,
Yeah.
basically, it's a chart. They'll be like, like one time they took it was like who had the shittiest 2025. It was like Rob Reiner and a bunch of other people, and they were moving them all. So there's like the one end will be like shittiest, and one end will be like not shitty. And they'll be like, put this guy here, put this guy there, put this guy there, and they're funny about it. It's just
I
basically a
like that.
line
That's
graph,
no.
I
That's
guess.
cool. I like that idea.
But we can even rank things. Let's think of something fun to rank 1 through 5. All right. How about
But
this?
just
Let's do
if I forget, I wanted to tell you my Rob Reiner joke afterwards. If I forget,
okay,
remind me.
yeah. So okay, let's do
I
this.
think you'll like it.
Does anybody know how the World Cup works? How many teams are there? Like 8 teams left?
I have
The
no idea.
final was yesterday, so it's over now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's some. Can you look up like the final 8 teams and we'll rank their countries in order of like most first world to most third world, or like shittiest to good? That sounds like it'd be fun.
All right.
Shittiest to good.
Let
Shittiest to
me.
good. Final 8 countries.
All right. You want me to list them off now? Well, let me
Can
open
you?
like a text file.
Here's the way to do it. Yeah, make a Google Doc, and then we'll give each of them a number. We don't have to make a whole graph. We can just give each of them a number so we can keep track. So, like, maybe open a Google Doc, type all the names, and then like beside each name, we'll put a number. It sounds like it's gonna be fun.
All right. Let me
I see
share
why
my
they do this
screen.
now.
I'm just using my Linux
Lexi's
terminal for
missing
this.
out.
All right. So
Lexi,
it's
that's the fun pod.
France, Morocco, Spain, Belgium, Norway, England, Argentina,
Oh,
Switzerland.
only one African country. All right, well, I think we know where to put Morocco.
Morocco's actually kind of nice.
No, I'm kidding. Actually, yeah, I'm not sold on that yet. That was just for the sake of the
I'm
joke.
gonna I'm gonna
This is
have
tough.
to just right away. I'm gonna have to put Belgium at number one. Not has nothing to
Hold
do with the
on,
fact that I'm gonna be performing there in a
hold
couple of
on.
months. Has nothing to do with
Are we
that. I'm
making
just gonna
are
put
we
them at
making
number one.
separate lists? Are we making okay?
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
let's make separate lists then. I got to think for a sec.
Go Belgium.
We should put. I don't know much about Belgium, so they're probably gonna end up near the middle.
They're
Um,
amazing. They're the best
hmm,
country in the world.
no, we live
Actually,
there, bud.
they are pretty amazing. Like if you look into
Wh-
Belgium,
I
it's
I believe it.
pretty amazing. Actually, it is.
I'm gonna put. Let me put Spain. Oh man, this is tough. I'm gonna put Spain as number one because they're fun. Yeah, they're third world, but they're fun. They have great music. They have great alcohol. They have great food. They've influenced all. Their colonization of South and Central America has led to some pretty cool yet violent cultures there, which is awesome. And I'm feeling good about them. I'm gonna put.
All,
Let me put
all of
France
that.
as number 8.
I was
Let me
gonna
put
say
France as
France
number 8
equals
because
all of that as well. I mean,
trash,
I don't
trash. They
know.
smell terrible. All their
I don't
food's
know. They got
bread. There's trash
Nah, I don't know,
everywhere.
man.
There's
They got
Paris
they
syndrome.
got the best food in the world.
Yeah, Travis, make your list as well.
I mean, I think you're describing Paris,
Oh,
not necessarily
let me
France.
real quick.
No, no,
I got my
all of
7.
France,
Yeah,
the whole
no,
thing.
still France is gonna stay 8. 7. Let me put the UK 7 because Muslims are allowed to carry. Not or not Muslims. I'm sorry.
It's not the
Sikhs
whole
are allowed to
UK. It's
carry.
just England.
Yep, that's fine. That's who I want to put there
Isn't
because
that the same thing?
no, not necessarily. Is it just England? So that's even better because here's my reason for that. Sikhs can carry around knives and stab and kill people, and nobody else is allowed to. And that kind of sucks. And you can go to jail for saying faggot. And the UK has more people in jail for social media crimes than Russia does, by the way. So yeah, they can be
All right.
7. but France is still gayer, so they're still they still suck more. England has some cool history and stuff.
I think I put England at the bottom of the list.
That's fair.
I think so. And they're a little intolerable.
All right, my number 2, I'm going Switzerland. Yeah, they're commie socialist bastards. But you know what? If I'm remembering correctly, they got that really good sniper guy. It's either them or Norway, which pretty much same thing. And oh fuck, Norway's in there. All right, who had the
They make some
sniper
pretty
guy? You
great
know who
shit.
I'm talking about?
That was
Who did the
Finland.
oh, that was oh shit. They're not even in there. All right? Switzerland sounds more like Finland, so they're going to stay number 2. And Switzerland does have I know I saw, I think it was Yes Theory. I don't know if you guys have ever watched their YouTube videos, but I think it was Switzerland. No, that was Finland too. Ah, fuck it, close enough. Switzerland stays 2. That's my argument.
All right, I already pretty much know my list. It's Norway is easily number 1, highest standard of living in the world. Number 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put Norway 3. I'll put Norway in my 3 because very low recidivism rate. I remember that from Model UN as a kid, and their jails are pretty good. But they're also communists. But yeah, whatever.
I'm going to agree with you guys about Norway because that's all I've ever heard about Norway. So I'm just going to go with the herd on that one.
Norway 2 for
Norway number 2.
We should have Travis do his list last. He's being serious about it. He's influencing me. All right, go back up to the country.
No, he's a good grounder, a good lander. Yeah.
All right, who do I still have to put places? Hold on, let me get the rest of my countries first. So I still have to put Argentina. Oh, I think next, let me put Morocco 4. Because even though they're probably one of the worst countries to live in on this list, if not the worst, Africa's cool, and they probably have a lot of fun Muslims there that like blowing stuff up and stuff like that. It's no, honestly, I'm putting Morocco's interesting because it's any African country that seems more like a Middle Eastern country is interesting to me, so that's why they're 4.
I feel like it smells pretty bad there, but you can also get an amazing cup of coffee. So those things equal themselves out or balance themselves out, in my opinion.
So who do I have? Argentina and Belgium.
Yep.
I'll go Argentina 5 because hotter women, and then Belgium can be 6. Although Belgium's probably pretty cool. I just don't know a lot about it. So get more popular Belgium, and you climb up the list.
All right. What about you, Phil? Let's
I like that list.
I don't remember what's left. Belgium was number 1.
You had Norway for number 2 and England for last.
France number 3.
All right.
No, wait, France not number 3. What's the rest of the list? What's the rest of the list?
France, Morocco, Spain, Belgium, Norway, England, Argentina, Switzerland.
It's Argentina, you fucking racist swine.
I'm gonna put Switzerland. I guess is Switzerland, and then yeah, you just said them, and I don't remember them. Yeah, I'm bad at this.
There's you can look at the list up there, right? Use your eye holes.
It's on there. Oh, you have it on the fucking thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm sorry. I had no idea that you did that.
Can the audience see this list?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm an idiot this whole fucking time. God damn it. Jesus Christ. Okay. Number 4, I'm gonna say Spain, I guess, because I've heard great things about it. I've only been there. I basically wasn't there. I got a poster of Saturn eating his child and in the middle of a field. That was my Spain experience. Yeah.
Something would be found in Jeffrey Epstein's house.
In this fucking house of this guy who made swords in the middle of this fucking crazy field. It looked crazy. It was all fucking foggy and misty. That's like the only thing I
El
remember about
Cid?
Spain.
Was it El
What?
Cid?
Elsie? I
Was
have
it El
no idea what
Cid?
that. I don't know.
It's
Maybe.
some fucking dude I
Um.
learned about in Spanish class for some reason.
Oh, okay. I guess
Couldn't tell you what he did.
Morocco because of their coffee,
Hmm.
and
Here's
then
another thing. Here's another leg up for Morocco. It kind of sounds like maracas, which is cool. That's why Spain's loving because they actually have maracas.
they don't, but that's cool.
Maracas are big points in my book.
That's I hate to tell you, I'm pretty sure they're Mexican, but I don't know. I don't
I
know.
grade hard
Um,
on the Maraca curve. Sorry, go ahead.
you
Oh,
like
it's
you
fucking
like
hot.
something that's Mexican, haha.
I think maracas are Spanish, aren't they? Maybe
I
I
don't know.
could be. No, yeah,
It's
you might be right.
Mexican
I don't
all
fucking
day.
know. I'm high.
I just have a Paramount Rockers that were made in Mexico, so I think that's their origin
Mexico's
because I'm
cool,
an
but a
idiot.
lot of gangs. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
I could see the cartel coming in with some maracas. I could see that being an
Wow.
intimidating activity.
You know, but
Um,
I hate the cartel, and I like when the government's like, "Oh, we're going to take out the cartel," but then you remember it's like, yeah, the CIA's funding them all. That sucks. But sorry, go ahead.
I mean, like, what makes ripping your face off scarier than the guy holding a maraca at the same time? You know, like
A
that's
gorilla, a monkey doing it, a chimp doing it.
I
But go
guess
ahead.
so. The last two are Argentina and what's the other one? Because I'm an idiot here. Argentina and
France, Morocco, Spain, Belgium, Norway, England.
am
Hang
I
on,
losing it?
hang on.
Pretty
Did
good
you put too
list. You
many
got
numbers?
France left. You're missing France.
Oh yeah, okay. So France,
France. Yeah.
Argentina.
All right,
Sorry,
France, then Argentina.
because I don't know anything about Argentina and France.
Argentina is where the
Somewhere
gauchos
in there
are,
is
isn't
good
it?
food.
Yes.
Isn't Argentina the gauchos? Yeah, the Cowboys. That's the Spanish
I
Cowboys are in Argentina. That's why they're pretty
Argentina's
cool.
Argentina's got some pretty good women. I know that.
Not
Um,
Spanish Cowboys, Latino Cowboys.
but I
Ev-
mean, almost
Everywhere
everyone on this
has.
list has, except for England.
No, but
Yeah,
Argentina tiene los gauchos. It's almost
I
Spanish.
don't know Spanish.
All right.
Argentina
For
tiene los gauchos, pero claro que sí.
All
All
right.
right, Travis, go through
agree.
your list because your
Uh,
list is probably you're taking it the most seriously. I think.
Yeah, Norway is number one, highest standard of living in the world, and it's just generally really fucking beautiful there. Switzerland number two because they have the sense to keep their heads down. Argentina's number
Yeah.
three
Oh,
because
neutral. Switzerland's neutral. That's what I know about that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was right to
yeah,
put them where I
yeah,
did. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. That is a good one.
yeah, number three Argentina just because it's probably one of the most beautiful countries in the world, and
Okay,
it's
okay.
very livable there. The only reason they don't rank higher is because I can't fucking understand a word they say, and Javier Milei is kind of a dickhead.
Oh yeah, I forget. But he's kind of good. I kind of like him too.
I liked him at first, but not anymore. Spain, I put number four just because beautiful country, beautiful people, lots of good food. I really want to go there, but I can't understand their Spanish either. Um, so
Spain knows nothing.
number five,
Spain,
I think I would put
Espana.
Belgium just because. The reason I rank Belgium as it's just because Phil was talking up. Sounds pretty nice. That in the
And
movie
the little I
Hey,
heard about it when I was there
knows
was
nothing about
amazing.
Belgium. Needs to get more cred, dude.
In Bruges was incredible.
That was a fucking killer. That was a really good one.
Yeah.
I forgot that it took place there. That's a fucking that's a great movie.
Yeah.
They
And then
literally the only thing I know about Belgium, besides that it's close to France and Germany, the only other thing I know about it is that I remember when I was a kid, my mom had this P90X tape, and on one of the videos, one of the dude because I used to do it with her when I was a kid, and one of the dudes was from Belgium, and he had long hair and a bandana, and I was like, he's probably pretty cool. That's the only thing I know about Belgium.
yeah, I know very little about it. Morocco I'm putting number 6 just because it's really cool looking, really cool architecture, but it's also the most French part of North Africa, them and Tunisia.
Oh fuck! Hold
Yeah.
on. I've got to change my list.
Too
Sorry,
late.
real quick. Can we replace? Oh, okay. I'd like to replace Morocco with Belgium. Actually, no. I just move Argentina up and just move Morocco down. Like Morocco 6, Argentina 4, Belgium 5.
All right.
Oh, look who's not
I didn't
taking it
know that. Thank you
seriously.
for informing me. No, I am now. Fucking French. Gay. I'd still go to France too. Like, I just like talking shit about that.
Me
I love
too.
the Family Guy gag. I love the Family Guy gag where Stewie and Brian get out. They visit France. They get out of the train, and somebody goes, "Is that a baby unattended, without a cigarette?" and lights one for him.
That's funny.
All right. So for my number 7, I'm putting France just because there's places in France that aren't Paris and they're actually pretty nice.
Probably, yeah.
For 8, I'm putting England because I'm a patriotic American and I'm just not giving England anything during the month of July. And
Hell yeah. Fucking A. Dude, so here's what we've learned from this. England, get your fucking shit together, dude. Dude, global opinion of England. If this was 5 or 10 years ago, we all probably would have had England in the top 5. Like,
Now, and Shane, I hate to break it to you, but I feel like if you met more French people, you would get along with French people.
as long as
probably,
they're
I
not
just they're one of my
Parisian.
favorite.
In
They're one of my
general, like
favorite countries to talk shit about. I don't know why.
they,
It's just fun.
they're
It's just funny. I just like
they're a
talking shit about the
different
French.
they're a different breed of people. Certainly,
They're one
they
of the few groups of people you're still uncontroversially allowed to be racist against. So I just exercise that right.
Oh, and you want to talk about some racist people? Holy shit!
Well, and the Italians are too, but I like the Italians' food too much. I can't. Their food's too good. French food's good, but Italian food's better. So I'm like, I'll talk shit about the French. No, French food's great. Their wine's great too. Their champagne's great. Champagne.
Campania.
What did I have? Other this was in Epcot at Disney World too, but they have wine tasting. I saw one shit and I was like, oh, I only see this in rap songs. It was like $30 or $40 for like a little tiny glass of it. But I was like, fuck it, whatever. I'm on vacation. Clico. I had some Clico and it was fucking
The fuck is
it
that?
was really good. I don't know. I just know
Never
Wiz
heard of it.
Khalifa, right? He goes, sipping Clico and rocking yellow diamonds. So many rocks up in my watch, I can't tell what the time is. YouTube, don't flag that, you motherfuckers. Um, but fucking, no, it's really expensive. And my glass was when they opened the next bottle, which they gave me the top for it, which had like Madame Clico on it, but I fucking lost that shit. I don't know where it is. But yeah, they have some good shit. France is dope. I just like, it's fun to talk shit about. Oh, what are we
And
ranking now?
you can also get a great cup of coffee there.
Hmm.
All right, let's do a top 3 countries in the world other than America. Because we already know they're number 1. We're number 1. We just are. But let's do a top
true.
3 of just like all the countries.
A top 2, 3,
All right.
4.
All right, my number one, New Zealand.
Good pick.
Where the
Very
Lord of
good
the Rings
pick.
was filmed. They have a Hobbit trail. They have every environment you could ever hope for. Everything. They have deserts. I don't know if they have deserts actually. That might be the one they don't have. But they have rainforest. They have mountains. They have fucking like. I think they might have deserts, dude. They have fucking everything. They got
I feel like
marshes and
everywhere
swamps.
has
They got like
deserts.
oceans. They got. Yeah, but New Zealand has like for an island country for them to have as many different landscapes as they do is incredible. That's my number one.
I'll give you that. I will for sure give you that. What's your number
And
1?
Peter Jackson like came all over that place.
Who did?
That's why it's so
He
lush and
laid
green.
he laid some seed, bro. He's like,
Janet Jackson, dude. That's fun. Michael Jackson? Who did you say?
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson. Oh, yeah, that's fine. I would have too if I was filming those masterpieces.
He was there for
You're
so
supposed to
long.
not
And,
ejaculate while you're filming the greatest movies ever? Get out of here.
you're looking at Elijah Wood. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah, his last name's Wood. What are you supposed to do?
Right? He's telling me. I'm just
Sorry,
listening.
it's Elijah Wood. Okay, I guess.
The ring made me do it.
All right, what's your number 1, Phil?
Somebody's got it. You guys, yeah, I need to hear some number ones.
Number 1. That's hard, bro. Other than America,
Yeah.
other country. I mean, Canada
I
probably.
got my number two.
Canada.
Ooh,
All right.
terrible pick.
Interesting.
They're not bad. You
Um,
know, they're not bad.
they're fine. Yeah,
they're
they're
just
not bad.
chilling. They're just chilling. You
They're
know, they're
they're
just
all right. My number
you know.
two, and this is not even this is completely discounting the current state of it, but I'll give my reason for it. My number two, Haiti. The reason for it, Haiti is the only successful slave rebellion in history to make a nation, and that's the reason they're shitty now because the French government, another reason, fuck the French, made them pay reparations until the 80s. Yes, the 1980s, they were still paying reparations for overthrowing their slave masters in the 1700s. And that's why they're still being punished now. That's why nobody will trade with them or do deals with them or help them out in any way. That's why the Clintons go there and fucking steal money. That's why all that shit happens because they were the slave rebellion. Nobody wants to help the slaves that rebelled. So that's why they're fucking awesome. They're number two.
Fuck yeah. I didn't even know all that about Haiti. I just thought that they were voodoo cursed. That's the only reason I've ever been given for
Well,
why Haiti is like that, and why
that
Dominican
too.
Republic,
And I
just
don't
the
love
east side of
that
the
about
island, is cool.
voodoo's pretty cool, honestly. But like, I don't like all the Satanisty shit. But that is probably my favorite. I have to give a ranking. But yeah, dude, look at the only successful slave colony ever, if you can call it successful now. But 200 years is pretty damn good. So, but yeah, literally, I think that's why, dude. You know how to not to get all into it right now, and I'll shut up and let you guys make your lists. But you know how the fucking secret societies and all that. Like, if you believe in any of that shit, you know they don't like fucking black people. I believe in that. I don't believe everything's racial, and I don't believe in like all the cops are racist and all that. I think that's a line they try to divide us on. But I do think a lot of people, like I think most of the people in the top positions of power are like their race and their race only, whether that's white or Jewish or black or
until
Arab
you
or
go high
Muslim or like they're
until you
all
go
like
high
that.
enough and then it's just all the family, bro.
Yeah, I agree. But I think they punish Haiti to this day because I think that's why nobody helps Haiti because they're like, oh, you're not from our white families. You betrayed our white families, so fuck you. I do think they think that. I don't know. Could
I
be
think
wrong.
the modern reasoning for it is more along the lines of we're busy, go fuck off, solve your own problems. Because they don't really
Yeah, I
have
don't know, but
much
that's
to contribute. Not to say that they don't deserve to
still
be helped
Oh
out, but I'm just
shit!
saying
Oh
that's why.
what
shit!
I'm
Look
saying.
out!
Still,
Oh, talking
still
shit over
accepting,
here.
still accepting, or France still accepting reparations until the 1980s to me is more than that. Like that to me is
Yeah.
something you should in the 50s or at least the 60s or 70s. You go, okay, this is fucked. We're sorry, guys. Maybe we'll even give you a little bit of money to be like we were being dickheads here. Like, but no, they're just like, nah, keep giving us that cash. We said 200 years or whatever. You still owe us that. Like that's crazy to me. But
Yeah.
sorry, Travis, what's your number one?
My number one, and I'm a little bit biased here, but I would go.
United States of America.
Well, that's everybody's.
If you
That's
did that, I'd be
everybody's
so mad.
default
I didn't know
number
we could
one.
do that.
It's number one, number two,
Mine is
number
gonna
three, and number
be
four.
Saint Kitts and Nevis.
Ooh, okay.
Where's that?
Uh,
Interesting pick. We were talking about it. He visited there. Did a set there. That's where he's done his only right stand up set. That's a great pick.
it wasn't my
Oh, in the
only.
Caribbean, the place you were just talking about.
Yeah, my
Oh,
mom
okay.
lives there. Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
I
like
didn't
it
know
there
that.
just because everyone is super chill. If you know the right people and you just generally behave yourself, basically everything is legal.
Mm.
And yeah, everyone is super welcoming, inviting. There's an endless amount of shit to do there. It's a very beautiful couple of islands, and yeah, it's just the one place in the world where nothing really seems to be wrong with it, like at all.
Interesting.
Oh yeah. Which brings me to
What's
my
the name
third
again?
pick. Although
Saint
that's
what?
Saint Kitts and Nevis.
Saint Kitts and Nevis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'll need to go there sometime. It's near the Bahamas, right?
No, it's much
Oh,
further south. It's
oh,
just east of Puerto Rico, just to the
oh,
east of the
okay.
Virgin Islands. Like you got Puerto Rico, the
Okay.
Virgin Islands, and then St. Kitts and Nevis,
Is
and then
is
the
it is
rest.
it is it too close to Puerto Rico? Is it smell?
No.
No. Okay, good. All right,
Garbage
just making
Island.
sure. Just making sure. I don't know. Like, don't go to the east side of
That
the
was still
island.
one of the
It's
funniest.
it's near Puerto Rico. I don't know.
That's still one of the funniest things to me is that they like dude, elections are always crazy, and both sides are crazy. But like when they tried to can't like think Puerto Ricans were gonna get offended at a Tony Hinchcliffe joke, it's like, nah, dude, that's the wrong people to think are gonna get offended by that. Like they all give each other shit, and most other cultures around the world just don't understand the concept of being offended by a joke necessarily. I'm
If
sure you can say
anyone can,
something fucked up enough if you're trying to
if,
offend them, but like just
if
a
anyone can
general
talk
like
some
trying to
shit,
make
it's
them
a Puerto
laugh
Rican.
joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, totally, 100%.
All right, what's your number
My
My
third
two,
best.
Phil?
pick,
Oh, third
I'll
pick.
No,
say.
no, go ahead.
I'm going with a impulsive pick because I love this country, even though again, you have to kind of ignore the state that it's in now. Heck, what's that word? Socioeconomically or whatever. But Jamaica is my number three. Great country, cool pirate history. I love all these islands with the
Pirate
pirates. One of my favorite
history.
period in history. Well, what people don't realize about the pirates, and this is why Bahamas I was thinking about because Nassau was really the first place this happened, but Kingston they did it too. Is they were the precursor to the United States as far as like letting people live with liberty and like
Hmm.
letting people make decisions democratically. Like people don't realize the pirates all had a code. The captain wasn't like the king. Like they could overthrow the captain. They could veto the where the captain wanted to go if they outvoted him and stuff
Yeah,
like that. And then even when
yeah,
they
yeah.
set up their territories, dude, the pirates had like a retire or like a disability program where a
Oh
lot of
wow.
places, and I believe Kingston was one of them. If somebody would be on a crew of somebody that lived there and they say they lost their arm or something, and they had a
Yeah,
fund that everybody would pitch in on to like basically give that person wages and a living for losing
that's
his
awesome.
arm in service. Like, yeah, dude, that's so ahead of their
Yeah,
time. And yeah, right now
yeah.
it's
I knew
rough,
about all
but
the structure stuff about
but
their inner workings, but like I didn't know about that kind of thing. That's a wild
yeah, dude, the
level
pirates were
of
fucking
their.
cool, man.
I'd love to learn about that. That was always fascinating to me. That world. That's a
Yeah,
fucking
they're
and like
incredible.
talk about some real living, some
But
fucking
even on a modern
real.
vibe, to finish, even on a modern vibe, Jamaica, while it has a lot of problems, a lot of scammers, terrible. And Jamaica's got a really rich upper class, the resorts and the fucking rich people that live down there, and everything else is lower class, crime, poverty. It's bad. Weed and the most interesting weed law in the world, in my opinion, which is weed is illegal in all of Jamaica, but if you're Rasta and you use it for Rasta ceremonies, you can smoke weed. And they're
Yeah,
never
so
going to go up and down
religion.
the street and ask, "Are you Rasta? Are you Rasta? Prove it!" Like, so everybody smokes weed down there. Such a cool law. It's
It's
like it's illegal, but you can smoke it pretty much all
it's
the time.
kind of the same thing over in St. Kitts and Nevis. Like, yeah, weed is
Mm,
technically illegal there, but it's like one of those things like driving without a seatbelt in the US. Like, you have to be
yeah.
fucking up really badly in some other way beyond
Yeah,
weed for
I agree.
anyone to
Yep.
care. Like, it's totally common like just pull up to the bar, just sit at an outdoor table with a cop. Like, they don't care, or a politician. I've done that before.
Yep.
I've done both of those things before. Light up a joint
Oh
and
yeah.
then pass it to them. It's
Oh
it's literally so
yeah.
chill.
Well,
It's
and
it's a
so
lot
yeah,
just
last point, music.
yeah.
Jamaica and Haiti does too, because I had an Uber. I've had several Uber drivers from Haiti, but I had one that was super cool and was listening. I was hammered, and he was listening to good music. I was like, dude, what music is this? This is fucking incredible. He's like, this is some Asian shit. And he like gives me he was telling me who it was, and I looked him up, and it was fucking good music. But Jamaica has even better music. Bob Marley, fucking what's that chick? It has like coming from the West Indies. I can't remember her name. She has a song like with Drake and shit. She's good. Uh, it's gonna drive me crazy. But yeah, Jamaica's cool. I like my list. It's again, you gotta ignore a little bit of what's going on right now with two of them, but as far as overall countries, pretty cool.
All right. What about your number two, Phil?
You guys aren't gonna like it.
Let's hit me with it.
Israel.
I kind of
Terrible pick.
I
Phil's
don't
list sucks.
I don't entirely disagree. I hate the
I
government of
yes,
Israel, but like
yeah, I
Israel
agree.
itself, like the people, the culture there, It's fucking
I agree with that.
amazing.
and it's
One of the most beautiful
it's been doing
countries
it for a
sure.
while. Been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
I would say that
Thousands of years.
No
in a
no
way.
opinions here. I'm not. This is just a list.
all of
But-
my
Isn't it
like
interesting?
all of my
Heck,
favorite
yeah.
music.
Israel's number 2.
All of my favorite music is Israeli, like Infected Mushroom,
That's
Asterix,
crazy.
Chi-AD, Astral Projection, like all of
One of
those
my
Israeli.
That's insane. I've
one
never
of
heard
my
of one Israeli musician.
one of my
That's
favorite
insane.
one of my favorite conspiracy not conspiracy he's a synchronicity guy, but he was a NBA player as well. He's a Israeli guy, and he lives over there now.
Who's that?
um
Who's that?
Joe Alexander. He's got a YouTube
Oh.
channel that you would probably find very interesting. It's Barely
Why
Human
did I
11.
feel like? Why did I
Yeah,
feel like you were gonna be like
it's
Kyrie? Like, he is a black Israelite. Like,
no,
but no,
he's not. But
Israel is one. It'd be one of the coolest. Assuming no governments exist, Israel would be one of the coolest places in the world to visit. Just like to walk the path of like Jesus and like
well,
all
and
like that. Would be
like we were
super
saying, like
fucking
we're not talking about
pretty
necessarily right
cool.
now.
Sorry,
We're
Jesus.
talking about places in general. Like,
Right?
those
Yeah.
places.
Yep. Yeah. Assuming those same rules, that's a great pick. Although it's always been violent. That's a great. So are the two countries I said though after New Zealand.
I mean,
That's a good pick.
violence is the thing that's
It makes it
humans
more
are
interesting. Tell you what, it makes a country more interesting. It does.
and it's it's not the only thing, not only way to get things done, but it gets things done. It really does.
Yeah.
Speaking
so,
of which,
Interesting
I
sweat.
got my number 2. Here's my number 2.
Okay, yeah.
My number 2 is Mexico.
There you go.
Very
That's a good. I like
Okay.
that.
deeply
That's a good pick.
underrated country.
That's another one you gotta
Yeah,
ignore
underrated.
the socioeconomics of right now, the gangs that the U.S. is funding. But
I
besides
mean,
that, it's
that's
a great country.
really not
That place
nearly
is-
as bad as you think it is. Like most of like the
And-
violence, the cartels, that type of shit,
I
it's
disagree.
pretty concentrated in certain areas. Like if you're
Yeah,
in most
Oh,
parts of
and-
like Baja California or Oaxaca or Ciudad Mexico, like it's fine. It's like anywhere else. It's just cheaper. Everything is more fun.
yeah,
and-
great
that's
food.
certainly not worse than Jamaica. Oh, by the way, I found out who I was saying earlier. The same Coffee. You guys know the singer Coffee? She's from Jamaica. She's great.
No,
But anyway, yeah, no, Mexico is just it's kind of like Jamaica, where if you're on a resort type of area, you're in great shape. It's gonna be one of the best countries ever. If you're not, holy fuck.
Not
Because
even no.
there-
You
there's
don't
a
have to be at a
travel-
resort.
That depends.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it
haven't been
depends,
there. I haven't been there, but I do know there's a travel channel that I watch on YouTube. Fearless and Far, it's called. He goes fucking everywhere. Like I'm talking, he's been with tribes in like I don't know Papua New Guinea, but like tribes in Indonesia that do like ritual, like crazy shit. Tribes in Africa, and he's been all these crazy places. Like some crazy stuff happens, but like he's fine most of the time. Most people are cool. He goes to Mexico, and day one, his fucking laptop gets stolen. Day two, his phone gets stolen. Like I think that was all he got. So, but still, each of those happened in the first 2 days. That's just it. Could be coincidence, but it's like that's
area.
wild.
That's very area oriented. That's
Yeah, I mean the
Yeah,
same
true.
shit can happen to you in Memphis.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
You go have me in Queens, happening a couple blocks from here.
A Mexican gang and Venezuela's like this too. Their gangs have a way of, and there's a lot of African countries like this too. There's a lot of states in the U.S. like this too, right? And not even states, but like per specific places, like you're saying, but where the gang. There's some places where the gangs are only going to attack the other gangs, right? And you're pretty safe if you're there, even though there's a lot of gang violence. And there's some places like these places where gang violence tends to get a lot of innocent people killed in crossfire. And that's what's scary about it. Like shit could just pop off when you have nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
And
that's
also,
true.
I mean, this is a case in a lot of places too, but Mexican cops are really dirty too, where like, and that's the case in a lot of countries on
Well,
here.
they're
But like
just
Haiti and
they're
Jamaica,
just
I'm sure aren't
corrupt.
any better.
They're just corrupt.
Right,
That's
yeah,
all.
but like
That's
where
really all
and
that is.
so are
They're
ours,
they're like
but
everywhere else.
not
They're
corrupt
just
to the level of like
more
in
corrupt.
Mexico and again a lot of countries, a lot of African countries too, that there's like a 50-50 chance that if you get pulled over, you have to give the dude a bribe if you want to, like they might not even be pulling you over for anything. You just have to give the dude, that's like a 50-50 chance.
No,
But
I mean, again, it's
it's one of the best cultures ever, so I can't hate this pick.
All right, Phil, let's hear your number 3.
number 3. I wasn't even thinking about it. You do yours because I wasn't thinking.
All right, so my number three, I would have to say, and this is tough. There's a lot in the running here, but I would have to say. You want me to pause?
No, you're good. Keep going.
All
I've
right,
been talking enough.
all right. I'm gonna say Namibia.
Ooh, enlighten me because I know it's in Africa, but I don't know shit about Namibia.
Namibia is in southwestern Africa. It's on the west coast, just above South Africa. It's mostly empty. Like the word Namibia translates to big empty, and that's basically what it is. But there's more than just the desert there. Which, by the way, the Namibia coast is the most serene, beautiful thing you would ever see in your life. Like just
I think I've seen pictures of it now that you
yeah,
say that.
a beach,
Yeah.
just endless deserts behind it, sand dunes, and sometimes like you get like seals that come up on the beach, and then lions will go down to the beach and hunt the seals. It's crazy. And there's also
Nice.
like
awesome.
That sounds awesome.
yeah, and there's some foresty areas there too. Lots of nature preserves. You can see the lions and tigers and whatnot. But there's also like real
There's the line.
civilization there too. Like you can go to Windhoek, and it's a real city with all the real city things you could possibly want. And I just
Oh,
like
yeah.
it
All
because
the real
it's
city things.
yep, it's nice. It's good and isolated. It's beautiful. It's a place where I feel like you could really go and just I don't know. I value not being around other humans from time to time. Maybe it's just because I've been living in
I
the
feel
city
that.
too long, but
I
No,
feel
that'll
that.
do it. The
Do
city
you
will do it to you.
do you know anything about the history of Namibia? Because I don't know anything.
the history, well, I have to imagine there was a lot of Dutch colonization. Like everyone speaks like Afrikaans there, plus whatever the local
Okay.
African tribal languages are. But it's very similar to South Africa, just
South
in
Africa,
that there's
yeah.
like a big mix of like local Africans and white people all just kind of living together, chilling. It's not nearly as tense as it is in South Africa. Um,
Yeah,
it,
that's
it's a lot
crazy.
more peaceful, cohesive there.
Good pick. And Phil, for your third pick.
North Korea.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
North Korea.
Honestly, underrated pick. I will
You know,
say
I'll
what makes it my defense for North Korea. Well, sorry, real quick, because even I don't hate that pick because like yeah, their society's fucked, but they were like the only people who said, no, I don't care if the US doesn't want us to get a nuke. We're going to get one anyway. And guess what? We've left them the fuck alone since then. You know who hasn't said that? Fucking Libya, where Gaddafi was. And guess what happened to him? He got sodomized to death with a bayonet. And guess who else didn't say that? Um, fucking Iraq, and guess what happened to them? We overthrew them, and now their country's a disaster. Same thing with Syria. Like all these countries, and now Iran's in the same fucking boat. They should have just said we're going to get a nuke, and then we would have never attacked them. The war would never have happened. That's my defense of North Korea. Never
well,
thought
you
I'd
know,
say that, but yeah.
I think that overall, I think that North Korea is it's an unfortunate situation. Let's put it that way. It's they are uh, doing their own thing, and I respect that, even though it's a crazy thing. In
Yep.
this world, to be able to be like, no, we're doing our own thing is kind of crazy. And I mean, they did that to a certain extent. They're isolated to a certain extent. They're probably not at all, but like, who knows? But like, it seems like
It's
they've
just yeah,
accomplished a level of what they've tried to accomplish, which seems impossible.
yeah, I agree
You know,
with you. I think it's
and
I
all it
think North
took
Korea is
was a couple of
probably
generations of people, which is, historically, that's all it takes. You throw people
yeah.
at
I
it,
think
and
it's
it does.
probably pretty bad to live in and pretty controlled, but I bet it's nowhere near as bad as our media presents it to us. If that makes sense. You know what I mean, though? Like So Russia's the same way. Yeah, I bet Russia sucks, but like, though our media wants us to hate Russia so much, and I'm like, they're probably not that bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you can probably go there and have a decent time. Like, you know what I
You
mean? There's
can,
other countries you can't do that. You got to constantly be on edge, like Haiti and Jamaica.
yeah. Maybe not. Well, I guess it depends on where you are in Jamaica.
Jamaica, if you stay on the resorts, you're good, but if you go off the resorts, holy shit.
See, that's what I
From what
like
I've heard, I've
about
never been there,
St.
but
Kitts and
what I've heard.
Nevis because there's literally nowhere you can't go. Like, you can just, go for a walk, go anywhere on the island, and just stop somewhere, just two dudes fixing a car, be like, hey, y'all want a joint and a beer? And they're like, we would love a joint and a beer, and just have a good time.
That's cool.
Anywhere, anytime, it's 100% cool, top to bottom.
That's awesome. This was fun too because we all had different, like, we had 9 different countries.
Yeah.
Like none of us had
Yeah.
any of the same countries. That was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
That was a
Mhm.
very good idea, Travis. Let's do at least one more. I don't know how long we've been on this, or if we still need some time. We can maybe stop doing list after this unless Phil has an idea for one.
Hour
I don't know.
45.
We might be getting too autistic for the for the chat, but I'm having fun. But let's do top 3 presidents per person.
What'd you
I
say?
want to hear Lexi's countries.
Let's do top 3 presidents, and I'll give you all of mine off the rip, and then you guys can just go. So mine, number 1, Abraham Lincoln.
Hang on, let me give me a second to make the list.
Yep. Go for it.
We're doing presidents.
Yep, top 3 presidents ever.
Mm,
And if
fucking
you want, we can do
none.
a bottom 3. That's more difficult, but we can do a bottom 3.
I feel like bottom 3
Yeah, let's do it.
is a
Top
lot
3
easier.
and bottom 3.
All right.
Top 3 and bottom 3. We'll do all 6.
Bottom 3 in what respect? Like as
Just
presidents,
whatever respect,
or like
whatever
like
respect you
as
deem them as. That's why this is
okay.
fun because you can use whatever rationale you want.
All right. So it's a
All right,
broad.
you
Okay,
ready
all right.
for? Yeah. Well, thankfully we haven't had a broad as president yet, but yeah. Besides, no, I'm kidding. All right, I thought that was funny. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny. It just wasn't, that funny.
Well, you said it was abroad. No, none of them will be abroad. That's what I should. That would have been better. All right, fuck. We're having a
You
good
know,
time.
you,
My
you
top
know
3.
what you know
Rather than
you know what
keep
the
going.
problem is. You know what the problem is. We were expecting you to say that. That's the problem.
All right, the list is
Yeah,
made.
so my top 3.
All right.
My
Let's
top
go.
3. Number 1, Abraham Lincoln. Though Lincoln sent some dangerous precedents as far as executive power and using executive order, he was really the first person to ever use executive orders to accomplish a lot of shit, and that's been a bad precedent that presidents to this day continue to do fucked up shit with, which people don't think about enough. Lincoln's the one guy who I can defend using them because he did it for a good reason to end slavery and keep the Union together. And also, Lincoln's a G for holding elections in the midst of a war. He's one of the only figures in history I can think of for having done that. And he thought he was going to lose that election by a fucking landslide. So, legend for that. That's something that FDR didn't do. That's why he's a fuck, and he might be in my bottom 3. That's something that Netanyahu doesn't do. That's something that the Ukraine guy Zelensky doesn't do. All of them have suspended elections for war, and that's why I like Abe Lincoln. Number 2, George Washington. Yeah, he owned some slaves. All right,
That's
that
a
is
hell
what
of
it
a
is.
way to. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Okay, get that out
Great
there right
general.
away. Just, yeah.
Great general, but the reason he's still worth putting number 2, despite owning some slaves and being, I don't know even about bigot. I think he knew it was wrong, which almost makes it worse because like he was like, oh, we can't have black soldiers in the Continental Army because all these slaves are gonna rebel. They're gonna think they mean something. They're gonna like he knew that they were equal, but like he was like, that's where my money's coming. So that's fucked. Don't get me wrong, but great general. But what's really redeeming is just the precedents he set about like, okay, 2 terms, I'm giving up my power after that. And he didn't even want to be president, but accepted it after being democratically elected. Those 2 things, it might seem small, but those are selfless qualities that not many leaders of a nation ever have. And that's very important to start a nation that way, I think, in my opinion. So that's why it's number 2 for me. Number 3, interesting number 3 pick in my opinion, Ulysses S. motherfucking Grant. reason for that. I don't know a whole. I don't know all the ins and outs of his presidency. I'll give you that. But what I do know, a lot of the holidays we celebrate, he created. I believe he was the first to make Thanksgiving a holiday. I think Veterans Day, maybe not Veterans Day, but like he made 2 or 3 holidays. I think he made Christmas Day a federal holiday. So like legend for all that. Thanks for the days off work, Ulysses. And also Ohio boy, dope. Also great Civil War general who was a drunk, but like all of Lincoln's other generals were pussies and were afraid to move and thought Lee's army was huge. And Grant was like, "Nah, fuck this dude. We're fucking going in." And he was like hammered all the time, but he went in and he wasn't a pussy and he kicked Lee's ass, and that was dope. So Ohio boy, Ulysses S. Grant, number 3. I got my bottom. I got to think about my bottom 3. So, what do you guys think? Top or bottom 3 for you guys?
What do you mean?
What?
All right, you got your top 3, Phil.
Sure. Yeah. So I know so much about presidents. This is going to be great. I know, like, I'm like my knowledge is just fucking it's like hurts my head how much I know about the president.
All right, so you should
You know
do
what I mean?
what I'm about to do and rate them not on like how good or bad
Oh,
they were
no,
for the country, but
oh
just
no.
purely on vibes.
All right.
No, you know what? I could give you that list as well, but I have my list anyway, even though I know so much. I know so much about them. Number 1, George W. Bush, because uh, he uh, he understood what was going on, and he played it. I mean, he played it like masterfully. Like he was like master. You know, when he dodged those shoes at that fucking interview, and he
Yeah.
smiled at the guy,
Yeah.
he's like, oh really, bitch, what the fuck? He didn't run. He was like, what the fuck? Like, I like him. I liked him a lot. I
I
didn't
like
like him
him
at the
too. He
time.
sucked my blood. I do like him.
At, at the time, I was a teenager and I hated him with all my spirit and heart. But as I
He's
grew
one.
older, and as he
The
grew
older you
older as
get,
well, because did you see the interview when he recently, not that recently, but pretty recently, when he was talking about, I think he was talking about Israel and that whole situation. I forget what he was talking about, but he like accidentally started talking about back when he was president, and he like mixed up the wording, and then and he was
dude.
like, and he was like, I'm fucking old. What? Like what? Like he literally was like, what? Mold. Like it was great. It was like
I
it was
love
beautiful
George, dude.
because he,
The older you get, you realize it's like, oh, this dude. In my opinion, I disagree with your number 1 ranking. He's much closer to the bottom 3 for me. I think he's a terrible president, but at the same time, I'd love to grab a beer with the guy. Like
Yeah.
well, so
you know what I
see,
mean?
but this
You can
is
be
but this
really
is the
bad at
other
your
thing.
job and still be really cool.
No, but see, but this is the other thing is I don't think he was bad at his job. I think he was really good at his job. What his job was to let
Well, that's probably right.
the vice president do what he wanted to do. That was his job, and
Yeah,
he did it masterfully.
probably right.
Yeah.
He played the president. He was all the president. And it's
I,
great. It was fucking beautiful.
Obama's in the same boat to me. I think he was a pretty bad president, but I'd love to have a beer and smoke a joint with the guy. Like he seems super cool.
So
Sorry,
number
go ahead.
2, speaking of number 2, Obama.
All right.
Just because I think he embodied the president very well. He had that aura that I don't know what this country needs, but like at the time it felt pretty fucking good. Like people were happy with it. They were like, all right, this
Yeah,
is
I agree with
at
that.
least a little different. This is
That
something.
first
It's
year,
not what we
yeah.
wanted, but it's a little thing. It was like when Trevor Noah got the spot on Daily Show. They're like, all right, there's something.
And yeah,
Like,
just like Trevor Noah, the first year it was all right.
but I'm by the way, just to be absolutely clear, I am not pairing them up because that's them on this chart, on this dimension. On this
No, they're
dimension,
both from Africa.
they're
We
over
got it.
here. Down this dimension, they're way on the other side. Yeah. Fuck Trevor Noah.
Just kidding.
And number 3, I had it. Just give me a second. I'm sorry. It wasn't. Jimmy Carter. Um, uh,
Oh god, it's the
for a
worst list.
similar reason of the other two of like that guy.
Being a pussy.
No,
Oh,
he was different enough, and people at the time and even
retarded.
afterwards,
Yeah,
people, well, dude, again, I'm not talking about opinion here, I'm just talking about what I saw in
I'm
people.
just joking.
People were like, all right, they were like, they were like, this guy did something. Like they were very. My grandfather was one of these people where he didn't like
That
him
was the
as a
'70s,
president.
but
He thought he was, my grandfather thought he was a big pussy, but he liked a lot of the things he did. He was like, the guy at least tried to be the fucking president. Like he at least tried to change this
well,
fucked up system. And
yeah,
he
that's
failed,
why
obviously,
Richard
because
Nixon's
everyone
not
fails.
too
But
far off my list. Yeah, I get it.
yeah, he's one of those guys who kind of and and that's my top three being very
Oh yeah,
close
I can
to
respect it.
this time period has nothing to do with how much I know about the presidency, because the
No,
presidents, because I know all about all of them. Don't worry about it.
that was a
Um,
that's a fun
and
list. That's a very
but
fun list.
yeah. So there you go. I knew you'd love that list.
Travis, that's
All
a
right.
fun one. That's a fun list, man. Travis, once you top three, I'll go in order.
All right, so I want to say this again because I cannot possibly stress this enough. I am not rating these presidents based on how good they were for America. I'm just rating them purely on vibes. All right?
On vibes.
All right,
With that being said, my number 1 is Donald J. Trump,
Donald Trump, let's go, baby.
but in
Let's
his
go.
first term specifically, only the
You know
first
what? You know
term.
what's funny?
Yeah,
I forgot
I
all about
agree.
him.
I
He
agree with
probably
that
would have been
completely.
on my list of top three.
That guy
Yeah,
was
I
thinking
and
forgot
the
all about
reason
him.
I put him there is just because he didn't take the job seriously at all. He was just in the Oval Office making fun of the fat people. You never see someone drinking a
Well,
Diet Coke who's in shape. It's
and
always the
and you know what?
fatties.
First term Trump was, in my opinion, first term Trump was the first real president we've had since Richard Nixon. In my opinion, the first person who was actually I'm not even saying who was good, but I'm saying who was actually who had the reins, who was in control,
And
who didn't let it. The first Trump, not this one.
and I
I
mean
don't know what
and
happened
I'm
to this one. I voted for the
I mean
first term Trump, and he didn't show up.
and Travis, I mean, based on vibes, I mean, you want to talk about a funnier guy, like the
Yeah,
guy, you want to like him or not, he's a funny fucking guy.
Yeah, he
great
is.
vibes
He
pick.
Guy
truly
knows
Great
how
is.
to
vibes
lighten
pick.
up he knows how to lighten up a fucking a room, even if it's only for him. Like he knows
Yeah,
how to do
like
it.
the reason I put him there, it's actually the opposite of the reason why you like him. It's because he did basically all of the same shit that Bush and Obama were doing, but he just didn't like take it seriously at all. He was just like on Twitter and eating Big Macs and just
First term, he
chilling.
didn't do as
All
much, but he was a
vibes.
little different. He was fighting with the intelligence agencies. It was cool. This term, he's been the same,
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
not worse.
All right.
I
So
you know what I like? I like that he didn't change at all once he became the president. That was an
Well, not
yeah.
the first
interesting
time.
factor about
Not
him.
the
He
first
didn't change
time.
one bit.
He
He
did
was
this
just like,
time.
yeah, oh, what, the president? Okay.
This
all right.
Oh,
time he
sorry. What?
did. He suddenly went, "Oh, Israel's the best." It was weird. All right, number two.
All right. My number 2 is Theodore Roosevelt.
Nice. I like that pick.
Yeah,
Just a
just
man's
like
man.
he is a man's man. Like he was the president. I might be confusing with Franklin Roosevelt, but I think he had at least 3
Oh,
terms.
Franklin sucked.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
you're thinking
Yeah.
of
No.
Franklin.
I'm
He
not
sucked.
gonna. Franklin isn't gonna show up on my list, but Theodore
He
Roosevelt.
didn't show
Yeah,
up
he
on
was
my
a man's
bottom
man. He
three.
would like go out in the woods and he would like rape a grizzly bear and then sell its effigy to
Yeah, that was
children.
Theo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was RFK before RFK. Theo was the adventurer. He got malaria in like Panama. He was legend.
Yeah.
He'd ride a horse, speak softly, and carry a big stick. Theo's he got
American.
shot, but his speech stopped the bullet, and then he gave the whole speech afterwards, and then went to the hospital. Yeah, Theo's a fucking legend.
All right. Here's my number 3.
You know that? Hold on,
Yeah.
wait, real quick. Did you know that? That's fucking. Did you know that, Phil? Theo
No.
Roosevelt got shot. and his speech was so thick in his front pocket that it stopped the bullet just
Oh,
enough that it hurt him, but he didn't get injured
you
seriously.
mean
He
literally
gave
it
a 2
stopped?
hour
Yeah, yeah,
speech, and then he went to the hospital. Like, what a legend!
The early
That's
yeah.
20th
Talk about
century
a
of a Nokia phone.
fucking talk about a
Bully
metaphor
pulpit.
for
Yeah,
him
he
of
was
being
hilarious.
like, I'm never changing like this.
All right.
People
This is
tell me to
me.
cut
Yeah,
down my
I'm,
speeches.
yeah.
I'm never cutting down my speeches.
Great pick, Travis. Yep.
Here's my number 3. Thomas Jefferson.
Okay.
Because, all right,
Worse of a slave owner than Washington, maybe, but maybe not.
here's my reasoning. One is, yes, he was a slave owner too, but I'm not sure that he owned slaves for any reason other than he was just into black chicks. And honestly,
Well, but here's the thing. I watched a documentary that said it was more likely his brother was the one who had the kids with the slave kids, or with the slave chicks.
interesting. I actually met one of his black descendants. And
Ooh, cool.
Wow.
yeah, and
Or his brothers.
he I don't know, he was kind of on the fence about the whole thing. But
Yeah, I bet that's not something you just generally talk about in public. Like, yeah, this is an
Oh,
opinion now.
yeah.
I would.
But like
I'd have
even
a whole
like
career.
I just like that, it was a little bit weird that he kept slaves yet still held this opinion, but his whole thing was like, nah, fuck you, no taxes, people deserve to be free. And then he
Yes.
would just, sit out on his porch at Monticello and smoke weed all
Yep.
day. And
Oh yeah. I don't know about that, but hell yeah.
no, it's very well
Maybe at least
documented.
tobacco.
He
Oh, I didn't
smoked
know that.
he smoked the hemp flower like a motherfucker.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's like one of the main things he was growing on his plantation was weed.
I like Tom Jeff. I have a love-hate relationship for Tom Jeff. And the love I have is that he wrote the Declaration of Independence, and in my opinion, the greatest line in there, and something that I think we forget today, but that we need to really get back to, is that I'm paraphrasing. I'm not getting it word for word, but basically he said the only reason a government exists, a legitimate government, is to protect the rights of its people. If the government's doing literally anything else except for that, then it's not only your right, but your duty to overthrow that government or get it back to the place where it only exists to protect the rights of the people.
Yes.
That was
Word up.
revolutionary, but also it's just true, and we are so far from that now that we need to get back to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love him for that. Don't like him because he was the first kind of war hawk, starting wars for no reason. Like weirdly enough, there was some strait in the Middle East, being serious, that some country tried to close and was demanding. They were attacking our ships, and they demanded we pay like a toll to them. Jefferson was like, "No, fuck these guys. We just beat the British. Let's go to war with them," which sounds cool. But Adams was like, "No, that's retarded. We just got out of a war. We don't have the money or the troops for that. I mean, we're already in." That's where most of our debt started. We're in debt to our citizens who bought like war bonds in the Revolutionary War. We never paid it back. We just made paper money, and that's where most of our debt. So that he was like, "We need to start paying this back. We can't just go over to in foreign entanglements for no fucking reason." And Jefferson was like, "No, fuck you. We're going to start a war over there." So that's the love hate I have with them. But a good pick. That's a very interesting, one of the most interesting presidents ever is Thomas Jefferson.
All right.
My bottom three. I'll put number 3. Yeah, he still has to be number 3. Andrew Johnson. Nobody's been bad enough. Number 3. Oh, is that one worst? Okay, yeah, it's one very worst. Yeah, so very worst is Andrew Johnson. The reason for that, Lincoln promised clemency to the South. Andrew Johnson was a Southerner, but he kind of pissed everybody off afterwards. He was like, "No, we're going to punish the South, but also we're going to let black people not be that free, and you can enact whatever laws you want." It was like he was like weirdly pissed everybody off and did a terrible job managing what Lincoln worked so hard to build and like get through surviving the Civil War. And he was the first president that was impeached. I believe the only one that was impeached successful. I could be wrong. He might not have been, but still, he's been the worst for a while. And as bad as a lot of them have been, they're still not worse than him. Amazingly, Joe Biden doesn't show up on this list because he was terrible and he was dead, but he didn't do a lot of lasting. I don't know. The illegal immigration might have been lasting damage, but we don't know yet. So for now, my number 2 is actually FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And that's the controversial one. A lot of people like him, New Deal and all that, but the New Deal sucked. He
Mhm.
established the Federal Reserve, which is a huge, huge, huge reason of where all our problems were today. And also, completely unlike Lincoln, who held an election during a war, FDR served like 4 terms during World War II because he was like, "Oh, we're in a war. We can't have an election now." Which basically means I'm going to keep the war going because I want to stay in power, is what that usually means. And that's a terrible precedent to set. And luckily, I don't even know who came up with the idea to limit the rule, but somebody in our government had the sense to be like, yeah, we need to limit these guys to 2 terms by law because people are going to do this shit all the fucking time, start wars, and then just be like, oh no, the war's going on, so I got to stay in power. So fuck FDR for all that. He was in a wheelchair, kind of cool for that, but also just like the rest of it, nah. New Deal sucked. 4 terms sucked. We really needn't have been in World War II, to tell you the truth. He knew. Maybe he didn't, but our intelligence knew about Pearl Harbor and didn't stop it. Like kind of like 9/11. Don't love FDR. And number 3, Woodrow Wilson. I don't know enough about Woodrow Wilson, but I know that he started a lot of the programs that were the basis for like the New Deal and all the socialist programs we got on gotten off the gold standard. The banks just printing money, printing. He started all that. I'm not sure exactly. To be honest, I can't tell you the exact policies he did. All I know is that Scott Horton and Dave Smith say he's the worst president of all time. And based on their economic views that I very much agree with, I'm sure they have a point there. And so I'm going to kind of defer to them for that one. It's going to be a well, it's my number 3 for now. It's subject to change, but for now, that's my number 3.
All right. Phil?
All right, so we're doing one is the worst, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 1, George W. Bush.
All right.
Wait,
Yeah, because
I should have established rules that the one
actually,
can't be your worst,
to
but I
be
didn't
on,
say that. So
to be honest, a lot of the reasons that I gave for him being the best, he he let Dick Cheney possibly ruin this country forever. He might have turned the
definitely, but
table on
also
this country.
he
Like
just
that
kept
might
it
have
going. He didn't
happened.
start it.
No. Listen, anything that happened up until that point is almost irrelevant compared to what they fucking did on a scale wise. The
Yeah,
Patriot, are you kidding me? That's insane.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Insane shit they
Yeah,
did. He what he did was and this is also, I forgot this as one of the reasons I liked him as the best president, is he smiled at the people, and he did a I think that I'll use the George Carlin quote. He said, "Yeah, I'm completely full of shit, and how do you like that?" Like he just
yeah, pretty much. Fool me once,
um,
shame on
and
you.
that's on
Fool me
both
again,
sides,
fool me again.
best and worst. So I could give
That's
you
fair.
a million other reasons why he's the worst, but number 2, um, George Washington, for fucking
Really,
starting this place. Yeah, dude, what are you doing? What are you
that's
fucking kidding
crazy.
me, dude? This place, I
Funny
mean,
but crazy.
I get it. I get it, dude. I get it. But come on, bro. What are you fucking delusional? Are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh, this is the perfect. It's never gonna change. We're gonna. Oh, hold on. Let's
I mean,
change it. Let's change it because it fucking
Liberty's pretty
sucks.
cool, but
Oh,
all
hold on.
right.
No, it's perfect
Yeah,
now. It's
yeah,
perfect.
Liberty.
Look, wait, we got to
That
change it
sucks
again.
now. Sure.
And this is
Well,
all
that's
in
just what.
his time. In his time, they're like, wait, oh, this sucks. Fuck. This fucking doesn't work. And they just kept doing it because they're spoiled little kids. Fuck George Washington. Um, Number 3, um, Richard Nixon. Um,
Really, one of my
yeah,
favorites.
Richard Nixon.
It's framed.
Um, Richard Nixon was
Framed.
very very similar reason why I don't like what's his name that was in the new Naked Gun,
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson, because he smiles at the people and says, "I'm a good guy. That's where I'm a family
Yeah,
man,"
that's fair. That's
and
fair.
I don't like that. And
All right, number six.
he also, I don't like his face. I don't fucking like his face. He looks like a fucking alien
That's
or
very
something. He doesn't look like a real person. He looks like he's wearing a mask. And I don't like that about people when they look like they're wearing a mask. I just typically, it's like I have a bias I have. It's like fuck that person. I don't know. Um,
very fair.
and I mean when it's drastic, like not like a little bit, because everybody has a little bit from time to time. Um, yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's number three, because he's just kind of a disgusting guy in that way. He was like, no, I'm a great guy. I'm a
That's
family
fair.
man. Fucking
Travis.
All right. So my number one for worst, and once again, I want to emphasize this is purely on vibes. But my number one is going to be Barack Obama.
Ooh,
And
okay.
that's because it's for the same reason that Phil did like him. Like he was cool. You want to get a beer. He was, you could hear it in his voice. He's articulate. He is highly intelligent. You just kind of trust the guy.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, he was doing all of the exact same shit that George Bush was doing, and you couldn't really
Worse.
criticize it because, like, what are you
Yep.
saying?
That's
It's
the
Barack
game.
Obama. Yeah.
That's the
Great
game.
point.
That's the game of the
Barack
presidency. That's
killed.
what you do.
It is. It is. But
He
yeah,
did it,
Barack
but he
killed
did well.
more.
He did do it
more
well.
Yeah, just
Barack killed more civilians than George W. Bush did. People don't realize that. Barack killed more civilians in the Middle East than George W. Bush did. And you say it to people, they're like, no, he didn't. You're like, yeah, he did, dude. Look at all the drone bombings. Look at Libya. But yeah, you're right. There's a part, this is kind of why Trump annoys the shit out, and I disagree with him all the fucking time. And I don't think he's been a good president, all in all. But I do kind of like the fact of at least like, okay, you act like an asshole. Like it's honest to some extent. I think Chappelle called him an honest liar, and I'm like, yeah, that's what
Yeah,
Trump is. Like,
yeah. He's not a
there
flyer.
is a
Yeah,
sense of Barack. It's like, damn, dude, it sounds so sweet, but you're poisoning me it's the same vinegar as everybody else gives me.
yeah.
yeah. The honest liar is a great way to put it. It's like when he was talking about talking about his talk slander about people, and the reporters trying to get at him, and she's like, when you call women pigs, and you call it, and he goes, only Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, dude,
And
that's hilarious.
no, but that's not the part. That's not the part. The part is right after that. She goes, no, it was many more than that. And he just goes, he almost smiles,
Yeah.
and he goes, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. Next.
Well,
And
yeah.
he's just like, yeah, okay. I'm gonna give into
Well,
it.
that's
What do
the
you
thing
think? I'm
about
gonna give
Trump,
into
dude.
it? Like fuck you. Like it was an
That's the thing
interesting,
about
very
Trump.
honest
Love or hate Donald Trump, he is the greatest politician to ever live, at least in our lifetimes. As far as politicians, just like how
he's a
good you
New
are at
York City.
campaigning, how good you are at riling people up, how good you are at like taking 80 sides of 80-20 issues and be like, the people want to hear this. Whether or not you do it, fucking
He's a
obviously you didn't for a lot of
he's
stuff.
New York
But
City.
saying what people
He's a
want
New
to
York
hear,
City
he's great at
business
that
owner and
advertising and
realtor.
marketing. Yes. Greatest
He
marketer to ever live.
he comes from the world of this is, I mean, again, like love him or hate him, he was kind of like a really interestingly perfect American president. Like like it's
Yeah, in a
fucking
way.
weird.
Yep.
Like
Agreed. All right,
very
Travis, number
embodiment
two.
is kind of on the another level. Sorry. Yeah. Right.
All right. My number two would have to be Donald J. Trump's second term.
Just the
Yes.
second term.
But with the,
I mean, the reasoning for this is
you
very
don't have to
short.
explain it.
I just don't love the amount of time that I spend during my day every day wondering how many more years we have left as like a human civilization before it all just goes up in nuclear fire. Because
Well,
that's
and
where
there's
we're
something
really
so
at right
blatant.
now. Because like everything he's trying to do, like in the Middle East right now, like war isn't gonna work. It's either gonna be nukes or
Yeah.
you're gonna fuck off. And I'm just
And
worried
that's
it's
what
getting to
he,
nukes.
yeah. I think you're completely right. And as much as I hate to say it, and dude, Tim Dillon's new show, he talked about this a lot. And I think he was right. He just goes like, He's like, China realized this long ago. War doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. Like you can't. There's too much social media. You can't just take out the leader of a place and think the whole country's gonna fall. They're not. Everybody has social media. They're gonna keep staying together. It just doesn't work. You're gonna spend a bunch of money, get a bunch of people killed for no reason, and then he goes honestly, and it might have even now happened. China is the moral center of the world right now. They certainly will be if we nuke Iran. It was like, yep, which is crazy, but yeah, it's a great pick. Also, the other side of the Obama thing with Trump second term, it was the most blatant betrayal of campaign promises, I think, in the history of American politics. The most blatant, like, yeah, I don't care if you don't support this war. I don't want you to be Team Trump. If you want the Epstein files out, I don't want you to be Team Trump. It's like, motherfucker, you were the one that promised to do some shit about both of those. You promised to not go to war, and you promised to release the Epstein files. Why are you yelling at me for just being like, yeah, do it? Like, what? Like, yeah, great pick. Terrible, terrible term. And boy, I've never been excited about a president at all. I was excited voting for Trump. I was like, this might actually, we might have a chance here to like do something. At least he's not controlled. And boy, it's pretty much weak. Now it took a few months, let's say 2 to 3 months after he got in there. Whenever that 12-day war started, then I was like, oh yeah, no, he's controlled. He's just as bad, if not worse, than the other ones. Great pick.
All right.
I love Travis's list.
My number 3. Honestly, I tried to not, copy y'all's list, but I just can't imagine who else I would pick. It's got to be Woodrow Wilson, also. Just because he basically invented income taxes and all this other system of taxation, and I don't know. I feel like everything that is currently wrong with this country, well, not everything, but
The
80% of
foundation for a lot of it.
yeah, 80% of what's wrong with this country, it started with him.
Yes, I agree. Well, and that's the crazy thing about income taxes. Oh, they're going to be temporary, they said 100 years ago.
Yeah.
They're going to be temporary. Like, and that's why we can never, and I get why the Democratic Socialist is taking hold. I get it. We talked about this a little bit last time, but like, I get the thought of like, hey, we give all this money to everything, we just print it anyway. What the fuck? Might as well give some of it to us. Why do we give it to everybody else? It's like, well, because once you raise taxes on everybody, first of all, we talked about like, if you taxed every cent out of every billionaire in the United States, you would fund the government for just over a year. So, okay, what happens after that? Well, now you just got to raise taxes again. Like once you tax, so if you go to from 30% to 40% or whatever it is, whatever number, they're not going to go back. Once you're at that number, they can only go up. And that's why it's so important for like, yeah, great pick. That was fun. Great pick. Yeah, I don't. We can get to less autistic stuff now. I thought it was fun,
Right.
but I'll Phil, if Travis and I each picked some lists to rank of stuff. So if you have a list you want us to rank of stuff,
Well, I would also say
the list,
that we are currently 3 minutes before I really should be getting going.
oh really? Is it that? Have we been on that long?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
it's 10:57 or 11:57 where y'all are at.
Yeah,
Holy shit, man! My bad. I didn't even realize. All right.
I didn't either.
Can you
Yeah.
give me maybe like 10 more minutes? I'm sorry, but like I just want to I want to give you guys each a chance to wrap it up. But first, I like the idea of ending the show this way. Thinking of another short stand-up bit. Anybody have like a 1 or 2 minute bit they can think of that to end the podcast?
Yeah, let me get my joke
I
book.
actually I wanted to tell you a Rob Reiner joke anyway.
Oh God. Well, we're not going to end on a Rob Reiner joke.
I'll
God
do
rest
it
his
first,
soul,
then
he
you
sucked.
guys can do it. And it's not really it's not a great joke, and it's it's getting there, but it's I'm working on it, but I think you'd appreciate it. I don't know. So basically, Hollywood has a lot of problems. One of their biggest problems is nepotism. Nepotism, especially in the movie industry, is really I don't know. It ruins creativity, but Rob Reiner, he never did that with his movies. He never. Not really. I don't think. Anyway, he might have, but I don't think he did that.
I think he touched his
And
kids
then
more, but go on.
And well, this is the thing: is you Rob Reiner drew out how deep the nepotism was. It's not just Hollywood; it's the Illuminati. Who did they pick to kill Rob Reiner?
Oh yeah, all right. Long way to get there, but the
It's getting
punchline's
there.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
The
getting there.
long way, yeah.
It
The
took me a
punchline's pretty
second
good.
to get
All
the
right, Chad,
punchline, but yeah.
I
yeah,
might have to save nepotism for the
I
end
like it.
or something like that because I started saying it at the end. I started saying
And
that
then
this is the
this could be
only
kind of
thing that
stupid. You could go, I kid. What's that? It's hearted. I kind of like it.
That's another. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Anyway,
Yeah,
sorry.
I
That's
kid. No,
what I
kid,
got.
I mean his kid.
Yeah, for a second I was thinking of like, I don't know, Lee Harvey Oswald Jr., and then I was like, oh yeah, it was his kid.
See,
Yeah.
again, like that's it's a dude. I told that joke in fucking in uh Rotterdam in the Netherlands. It's like talk
Oh
about
yeah.
not reading the room.
Yeah.
No, I
Light went
asked them
off.
first. I was like, you guys know Rob Reiner? You guys know what happened with him?" Yeah. All right, cool. I could tell this here.
Have another battery. But while I'm doing that, Travis, did you say you had like a 2 minute bit or so in mind?
It's more like a 20-second bit, if that. But yeah, I just wrote it. I think last night.
Oh
So,
shit! I fucking lit one into my house.
so
Have another battery.
I got two.
No, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, we're on the delay. Sorry, go ahead.
I got two learning disabilities. One where I can't really read too good, and another one where I can't really focus too good. So, dyslexia and AIDS.
That's good. Well, okay, that was good. I was thinking ending like we did last week on the James McCann one on like a 2 minute stream. So I got one. Look up. There should be able to find like a short of this. It's like maybe a minute long. Pete Holmes, God,
All right, hang on. Got me off guard with that one.
and this is one.
Pete Holmes, what?
If you're God, this bit about God, and this is I love this bit
Nah.
because you could be the most religious or least religious person in the world, and it's still a great bit.
All right. Yeah, let me put it up. I think this is it.
Some people think God created the universe.
Sorry.
Some people think
Watch the stream.
nothing created the universe, which is the funniest guess. And the nothing people make fun of the God people. They say God doesn't exist. I'm like, okay, maybe. But you know what definitely doesn't exist? Nothing. That's the defining characteristic of nothing, is that it doesn't exist. So what are we talking about? Either you think it's God, something you can't see, touch, taste, photograph, and science can't prove, or you think it's nothing, something you can't see, touch, taste, photograph, and science can't prove. But I think we can all agree, if your nothing sometimes spontaneously erupts into everything, that's a pretty goddamn magical fucking nothing, you guys. And ask the
It's
nothing people,
logical.
what happens when you die? They'll tell you, nothing. You go into nothing. I'm like, you mean you merge back with your creator? That's heaven, bitch. Some people think God created the universe.
Honestly, I think
That's good.
Even though it's a stand-up, this is part of the reason I love comedy. Sometimes it's just so it gets you in a way more than serious shit does. Sometimes where I'm like, that's literally one of the best arguments for God I've ever heard in my life.
Have you?
Like
That's really
literally,
similar. That's really similar to what Stephen Colbert says. You ever heard him talk about that?
I haven't, but I would be amazed if he believed in God.
Well, he's got this wild, like it's very similar to what he just said, where I wouldn't be able to fucking word it correctly because it's a wording thing. He's such a wordsmith. He knows um it's really good though. It's very similar to that. I just really
Is it
reminded me
short?
of it. I don't know. It was on his. It was in an interview. So I don't know if you could even find it. I don't look it
I'll
up.
look
It's
it
not
up
here.
another time. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I know if I'm not gonna want to end on a Colbert Eclipse, then I'm gonna play something else. So let's not even get
yeah.
into all that.
If you want
I
to look it
will.
up, you look up him talking about uh
I will.
getting something out of
Just
nothing and then God.
yeah, DM it to me, and I'll look it up. DM me the link.
Okay,
But yeah,
I'll try to play that.
I will. I do want to thank Travis once again for being here and staying a little over 1 minute. I can't believe we've been in here this long. I mean, it's been a great cast, y'all. I knew.
Yeah,
I
3
said
hours.
before
Really?
going in, this is gonna be a more. Yeah, that's crazy. Doesn't it feels like 15 minutes we've been in here? Like I knew this was gonna be a more fun cast. We got into some deep end, dude. I love getting into some deep dark conspiracy shit, and I feel like me and Phil could do that one day. But me and
I'm
Phil,
down.
we haven't always seen eye to eye, so I wanted to just get a nice, fun cast in, and I think we did, and I think it was a very good time. And Phil, I appreciate you for being on here. Travis, I appreciate
Thank
you
you.
for staying a little after when you plan to get off. Just a few minutes. We're wrapping. We'll be wrap. I'm not going to be as bad as last time. We'll wrap up. Um, but yeah, Travis, I'll let you go first. Thank you again for being on. I know I only got maybe a few weeks of you on the CaptchaCast, but I appreciate every second of every one of them. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Because we put together some really cool pods, and we got some more on the way. But again, I'll give you what would you like to plug? And what would you like to leave the people with?
Yeah, sure. So, as you probably heard at the beginning, I am the co-host of the Comedy Writers Guild podcast. We currently are on fucking hiatus.
Boo!
Yeah, thank you.
Hyenas.
Boo!
Hyenas. No,
And
hyenas is the word.
in the meantime, join the Comedy Writers Guild Facebook group. Stay up to date so that way you can know when we're back. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also check out Vibecast. That's my personal project on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/FireGenMedia. And back to you.
Hell yeah, man! Check that out. The Vibecast is dope, man. I'll be honest with you, Travis. I wanted to hate on the Vibecast at first, right? The first couple times I joined, I'm like, oh, he's just pretend power washing some shit. What is this? And
I
now
did the
it's
same
like,
thing. I was like, what is this bullshit?
and
And
now
then
I join, and I'm
three
like,
three
this is
hours
the
later,
most
I'm like hooked. I'm
peaceful.
like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly,
Thank you.
exactly. I'm like, this is the most peaceful, chill fucking podcast
Yeah,
like in the world. I love it.
yeah,
It's fun
yeah, totally.
commenting, and I was on there the last time that was fun because it's just like that's how I hope this experience has been. Just kind of, we'll talk about some crazy shit, but just like chill, kind of say whatever you want to say type shit. Excuse me. So, anyways, yeah, appreciate that. Thank you for being on again, man. And Phil, thank you for being on again. Yeah, I know we always haven't seen eye
Thank
to
you,
eye,
man.
but part of the reason
Hey,
I wanted to have you on because
all
I feel
good.
like we are two different sides of the same coin. You and I, we both and I mean this in a good way, like interrupt each other, like get excited about shit, and like we'll both be talking about it. And
Passionate.
I hope we weren't interrupting each other too much. Like I hope the viewer is able to make out what we were saying because I'm a little wondering about that, and we're both guilty of it. I know I
And
am, and
I'm sorry. This one there was a total
we're
lag
doing it
at
now.
first, especially, and I'm sorry.
You're good.
No,
You made my point.
I'm sorry.
No, I do it just to, brother. Yeah. No, finish your point. I'm saying we both have been. I love that. I love that we're both get passionate about shit, and even though we're two different sides of the same coin, it's that's good to see the other side and interact with it. I'm more like small
100%.
town, like country. I'm not maybe more on the right, but like I'm libertarian, bro. I'm not like a fucking Trump defender and all this. Now, yeah, I voted for him. I had hope, but within about a month or two, that hope was squashed, and it's been pretty
So,
shitty.
so
So
what? So
I'll
what you're
call that out.
saying is that. So what you're saying is that we're not the same person. We don't think the same way. Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying is, all I know is you've been trying to say SNL has a message this whole time, and I would never ever say that. They definitely don't. SNL is great. Watch SNL. I don't know what he's talking about, but
Projection over here is fucking projector. Fucking Jesus
all right.
Christ.
Thank you so much for being on. Any final words you'd like to leave to the people, and anything you'd like to plug?
Yeah, it's far in the future, but next year on 420, we're gonna have just a little get together in New York. We're gonna have
I'll try to be there.
Offender, Mister
Mm.
Mr. Offender is gonna headline a show at Rodney's Comedy Club, and
Oh yeah.
I think I don't know, but I think it's going to be a good time. Pinky's going to open up the show.
Sure.
We're going to have a couple of other performers do a couple of minutes as well. We might even have an open mic before the show. If you want to get there early, we might do that. I
Oh
know
yeah.
again, it's just a way in the future, but
Wait.
maybe check that
So
out
if I
because
go,
Offender's gonna kill it. I know he is. And
this is
he
gonna make a
was,
difference of
you
whether
know,
or not I'll be there. If I go, because you said can I come there? I would love to go, but if I go, do I have to do the open mic or can I be on the lineup? That's gonna make a difference.
you you well, no, the open mic, definitely do the open mic anyway. But it's gonna be a separate show,
Oh
and we're
yeah,
gonna
can I do
have, yeah,
both?
before. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah,
I
I've
rented
done
the
two
room
sets, bro. I'm
for
pretty
three
much a
hours.
professional.
So what?
I've done two sets ever. I'm pretty much a professional. I
Well,
could
I
sell out
mean,
the Lincoln Financial Field, dude.
look, I mean, if you want to do comedy at the open mic, that's fine. I was asking you if you
I'm
wanted to
down.
do
I
music
was
on
kind
the
of
show.
joking.
You,
Dude,
you,
I'd probably
if you
I
wanted to,
haven't played in
if you wanted to
forever. I need to do
perform,
some shit, but we'll get it
what?
figured out, dude. I'll definitely try to do something. We'll get it figured out. Yeah,
I mean, if you,
that'd be cool. I was joking, but yeah, that'd be cool to do something for sure. I'll definitely try to make it. But
yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
Anyway,
Anything else you'd like to plug?
um, this guy's awesome.
What's up,
Hell
Atiba?
yeah, I love
What?
black people. Um,
He loves me.
hell yeah,
He's loving me right now.
that's
Yeah.
cool. Reminds me of Bear in the Big
That's
Blue
how I like
House.
to end the podcast right there
Yeah,
with the Tebow blowing me.
oh, that is actually. I thought it was just like a silhouette of something. No, that's actually a little black slave boy.
That
Holy
is
shit! Why do you have that?
word up.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
Okay,
It's
I don't
it's
even
my
want to know anything
favorite.
more about that or why it exists. Thank you both for being on the CaptchaCast, dude. Did a long one tonight. Thank you everybody who's watching. Thank you to all the viewers tuning into this Comedy Writers Guild. We will be back at some point. And
Thank you,
until
man.
then, man,
Appreciate it.
we got a couple more weeks of Travis, hopefully. So we're gonna try to get some good CaptchaCasts out for you. Thank you, Phil, for being on. Yeah, tune in to CWG. I know I'm repeating it, but thank you guys so much for everything. Peace and love to everybody, and have a great night, y'all. We out. Thanks,
Peace.
everybody.